Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm host Jeff. The one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, you know the world is getting fucked up when phrases like shot in the dark take a whole new meaning.
I think it was daytime when he pulled the trigger. That man shuffling in the background is the last standing Samoan Big Rig Nick Utam.
40 years ago, evil dies tonight. That's all I got to say.
Oh, Jesus, say it 44 more times and you're accurate, just like the film. I had a guest visiting this week, and they wanted to watch Halloween Kills. Suffice to say, we didn't watch Halloween Kills, but I told them all the spoilers, so you're welcome, buddy.
Good.
Yeah. And finally, let's say hello to American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
Eternal is supposed to mean forever. However, I don't think this thing's going to last another week or two.
Yeah, Kendo, we might have a fucking record on our hands. We do have a record. The first rotten MCU film. When we reported it, it was at 57%. It's dropped to 54%. How little? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I would like to say to everyone out there that's spurring it out on the internet, these are critic reviews and fanboys cannot dictate this score. This is what other people, the paid professionals, are saying about the film. And it's shit in the bed. So, yeah.
Oh,
can't blame us this time.
fault.
Yeah, it's hilarious how the paid professionals are even just like, listen, man, I can't give this a good score. I really can't. I can't do that.
You think Disney just didn't pay enough?
No, I think it's to the point of where this movie is so shit that even like the critic themselves, like their personal brand cannot be tarnished by them saying this movie is good, go watch it.
So Scott Mendelson's not gonna blame white men this time, is he?
Even though he is
I
one,
mean,
like, and he's also a real questionable looking one. Whenever you look at his picture, like, you know, he's just kind of like, I don't know, man. Maybe you shouldn't live next to a school. I'm just saying.
I have questioned if I should keep his face on title cards, but
I'm just hey. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying he looks questionable. Okay, he looks suspect. All right, that's all I'm saying.
My fucking boy over here is already throwing goddamn warheads across the fucking bow tonight. I like it.
You got some candy?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got candy corn for everybody.
Oh shit! Yeah, I actually like candy corn.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is endorsed tonight by candy corn.
Yes, candy corn. It's only good 1 month of the year.
Correct.
Well, actually, it's good for about 10 years if you just yeah. It never grows mold or gets old or anything. It's weird.
It's sugar on sugar. What do you expect?
Exactly.
So speaking of candy, this past week was Halloween. Dion, how was your Halloween?
It was very good. It was kind of low key. The nephew came over, the sister came over. We just went to the one of the fucking neighborhoods that are right next to where we are. And it was particularly one of the nicer ones. When a brother gets a couple bags of cash, I'm gonna buy me one of those fucking houses. But it was nice. We got early enough where it wasn't too crowded. And then one dude who had candy and a table on his front stoop, he also had a little baby cooler. He said, "Hey, you guys want a beer? That's the adult candy over there." And sure enough, I got me a beer while I was walking around. It was Bud Light, but damn it was free beer.
Shit, it's a happy Halloween.
Dude, that sounds awesome. I'm glad they're thinking of the adults as now the adults as well now. So that's good. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they didn't give you like adult treats while you were walking around.
Yeah,
you would have had those.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that because they're always telling kids like, oh, check a candy. It might be weed or whatever. It's like there's no way you're giving a kid an edible. Hey, do you know how much those cost?
That shit.
You know how much they cost.
Well, Nick, you would have enjoyed our Halloween party because that's what we gave out. We didn't really buy drinks this year. We had a special table full of everything from pre-rolls.
Wait,
to
hold
edibles.
on. Was your table like the tray from Dragnet, like that kind of shit?
When you come over, there's just a fucking like cabinet tray that we just filled up with everything. So it's huge. It's a stationary cabinet that we just have a top layer of. It's like the size of a dresser. We just filled the top with free shit.
Well,
for
I will be there Saturday as will Dion. So
there you go. So help us with our Halloween leftovers. Kendo, how was your Halloween, buddy?
Good. I barbecued. I drank. It was fine.
Now, Nick,
did you all use my Shutter login?
No.
On Halloween?
Anytime. I gave it to you just out of good faith. So
I'm gonna watch all of Creepshow soon. So
it's a fun show, man. Let me tell you, I can guarantee this much: it's not woke. It is, obviously there's some episodes that waver, but overall they're fun.
So it's better than Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone.
100%.
Dude, getting my balls nailed to a stool in a crowded nightclub, and the busy one at that, would be better than watching Jordan Peele's fucking Twilight Zone.
Holy shit.
What do the amount of patrons in a nightclub have to do with the pain and shame you feel by nailing your nutsack to something?
I'm just proving a point that I'd rather do that than watch an episode of Jordan Peele's fucking.
He'd rather have his exposed bloody nutsack out in a club than watch Jordan Peele's in Twilight Zone.
Folks, what would you
just showing how dedicated I am.
Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone? Let us know all throughout the night. While we're talking to the audience, though, we have a word of the week. This is a fun one. It's a little weird, but Jubblies. So, folks, come up with your movie titles with Jubblies. Kendo, would you care to see if Jubblies work?
Fistful of Jubblies.
Mm-hmm.
No Jubblies home.
No Jubblies for old men.
12 angry Jubblies.
There will be Jubblies.
6 pissed off chicks, Nick.
Hey, it's either pissed off or it's an orgy. I don't know which one you want. Like I'm going for the orgy. Okay, I'm just.
I'm sure people have been pissed off at orgies, Nick.
That's because they weren't involved. They were the guy left in the corner. That's why.
Or just depending on what keeps hitting you in the face.
That's true. That's true. Then you need to back up or change position. Okay.
Or just not go at all. It's got to be so gross. Sweaty leather everywhere.
The ultimate super spreader event. That's what it is.
Somebody's spreading. Yeah. So, folks,
thank you for getting that. Thank you for getting that.
Have fun with Jubblies tonight, folks. It's Thursday, so you know what to do. Up next, let's talk about a couple of housekeeping things. Listener of the week is our friend Darren Copson because he shared one of the funniest memes of the week. It was a Ghostbusters action figure of the Ghost BJ. And I'm going to pull that right up on screen for a minute.
Sorry, what?
He sent me that this morning, and I was laughing.
Yeah, this fucking broke me when I saw this morning myself. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. I think I know that sticker. I think I know that
sticker.
I think I know that the parody toy company. I like that there are a lot of people doing like making their own toys of their own shit. I really do like that because you're getting a lot of stuff that you normally get.
Yeah. Dude, I'm happy with my Joe Bob Briggs figure and these random ass Michael Myers things that they make these days. So.
Dude, like I said, I keep forgetting to take pictures of it. I got the Halloween Resurrection Busta Rhymes figure from Canada. Some guy made it and sold it on eBay in Canada. I was like, I need this.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Dude, it's wonderful. I love it. I snipe bid somebody out of it in like the last 2 minutes. They got really pissed off at me.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, he hesitates, masturbates. That's how it works. But Darren Copson, thank you very much for making us laugh. Folks, if you want to become listener of the week, all you got to do is get our attention in a positive way. It's that easy. Thank you, Darren. Now, folks, on the way to you have been tons and tons of copies of Stealing Solo. We had a huge dump this past week at the post office. Yeah, haha. But no, we dropped a bunch of the books off. I documented it on Twitter. There were so many packages that it broke the the cart. So we talked about that even more on their way in the coming days. Dion, are you prepared to see? Well, it's not that much left, but are you prepared to see what it's like to live with one of these comic campaigns?
I am, because it's going to be hilarious to see.
Well, I hope you like the color cardboard brown because it's all I see every day. It's like, hey, these mailers, they came in cardboard brown boxes and they themselves are cardboard brown mailers. Awesome. Hey, you see this package of a customized Stealing Solo tape? Hey, it comes in a cardboard brown box everywhere. Thank you. So, Dion, and then I ordered the wrong size boxes. So I have a whole big bundle of cardboard brown boxes that have to stay here forever. Can't you hear the excitement in my voice?
Oh my God.
You're gonna be like a fucking action movie set where you and Jesse just have fight scenes where you throw each other in the boxes and shit.
Oh, like
yeah,
AEW.
pretty much.
This death match, somebody could die.
Somebody could trip in this fucking office.
Oh god.
Calling some Phantom Menace trading cards.
Paper
But
cuts.
folks,
Ouch.
in the next couple of days, I keep talking about the sign up. I just need to make it happen. But I've been working on Wokebusters all the time. The guys have seen some in production work. There are some stuff that you guys even haven't seen. So Nick, Dion, Kendo, I'll share that with you later. But be on the lookout for that. We'll be having that launching the Indiegogo part. Will be ready by the time the movie drops. So be on the lookout for Wokebusters, and we'll let everyone know when it goes live. You won't be able to miss this one. People had trouble missing Stealing Solo the second time. That's why it was a bigger success the second time than the first. So thank you, folks, for making that awesome. Now, let's take a quick second to talk about something that's not awesome, not in depth yet, but the movie The Eternals.
Ooh.
Yeah. So WCBS is going to do something fun. We haven't been able to do this since The Rise of Skywalker, but those of us that will be out here in Los Angeles, we're going to go see it on Sunday and do a live review. So yeah, it'll be drunk, it'll be ugly, it'll be an experience, but that's when we're going to review the film. So if anyone's looking for the review tomorrow, I'm not going to go see this movie multiple times. I'm going to see it with these guys. I'm going to make them suffer, and then I'm going to film their faces and the reactions and put it here on YouTube for you guys to watch for your enjoyment. So be on the lookout for that. Now, you guys ready to talk about something fun, something different,
Absolutely.
something we've never had a chance to cover before?
Sure.
Broken Lizard. Kendo, you love him, right?
Oh my
I
god.
do.
Have you heard the news?
Yes, I did.
So-
I tagged Nick in the tweet.
I was ecstatic. Yeah, it
Now,
was.
for those who don't know, what we're talking about is Super Troopers team sets Hunchback of Notre Dame satire Quasi at Searchlight. So the Broken Lizard, the comedy troupe behind the film franchise Super Troopers, is teeing up a new movie with Searchlight Pictures. Quasi, a satirical take on the Hunchback of Notre Dame, just kicked off production in Los Angeles. The film will follow a hapless hunchback who yearns for love, but finds himself in the middle of a murderous feud between the Pope and the King of France when each orders a hunchback to kill each other. Kevin Heffernan will star and direct. He wrote the script with his troupe members Steve LeMay, Jay Chandrasekhar, Paul Stoller, and Eric Stolhansky, who will all co-star and serve as executive producers. Richard Perello will also produce. Adrian Pilecki, the Orville and Friday Night Lights, will also set the star. The film will debut exclusively on Hulu in the U.S. and elsewhere around the world. I'm excited for this one. Kendo, you first. What did you think when you read this?
I was excited because I've been looking forward to the next thing that they were going to do. After Super Troopers 2, I was one of the few people that actually liked it because I didn't see it as like so much of a direct sequel. I'm like, look, there's been a long layoff. They got to get back in the habit. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. If Steve Lemmy doesn't play the King of France, I'm going to be seriously disappointed just because I could see him just being a bloodthirsty version of Juan Castillo from fucking Club Dread. Yeah, I'm in. I loved everything. Even the bad stuff that these guys do, like Club Dread was kind of a disappointment, but that's really the only thing that they've done that I've really disliked or just didn't think was that great. I'll still watch it, but you know, like Slammin' Salmon is a sleeper hit. I fucking quote that movie to you guys. I can't even say decapitated right anymore because of that movie. It's always decapitated. So I like it all. It's you know what? Bring it on. I'm ready to go.
It's such a weird concept. That's why I'm excited by it.
Yeah, that's like something totally different because they spoofed like the cop movies with the Super Troopers, and then they spoofed horror movies with Club Dread, and then they kind of got away sort of from the spoofing thing because Beer Fest was something totally different. I guess you could say it's technically a spoof of their sports movies. And then they did the sequel to Super Troopers, which they didn't need to do, but I guess they needed something to do. And they figured, well, it's our most popular, most successful movie. We might as well. So for them to go and do a medieval story about the Hunchback of Notre Dame, let's do it.
I'm still in Camp Beer Fest as their best movie. I know I'm in the minority here, but that's my Broken Lizard movie, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And dude, even that Tacoma FD show they do is good. And it's not even all of them. It's just some of them. Because I don't think fucking Thorny is in that show. At least I don't recall seeing him. and the other two guys behind the guy in the front there, and not Large Farva. I think they do like cameos and stuff like that, but they're not. It's really just Steve Lemmy and Kevin Heffernan, the two Tacoma FD, and that shit's just funny as hell.
Dion, Nick, anything else you guys would like to say about this upcoming Quasimodo production from the guys at Broken Lizard?
I'm sure it'd be funny.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that they're doing a period piece, but once again, like it's those guys. I'm sure I'll love it. So far everything they've done has been hilarious, and I've been a big fan of theirs. Actually, the Tacoma FD show just got renewed for a 4th season, so
Good.
Oh shit!
they must be doing something right.
Yeah. Well, whenever this movie comes out, I think Nick needs to get a flight to the ABQ so we can go see it.
I'm there. It's gonna happen.
There you go. Sunport's a nice place.
We'll do it, man. We'll do it. We'll watch a bunch of their movies, and we'll watch that one, that night. We'll review it, and get drunk, have a good time.
Yeah, and then you can see some real Indians.
Fuck you. Call Ramrod.
Ramrod. Well, at least there's something fun to look forward to. You guys want to hear about something horrible that happened?
Not really, but I'm assuming that it's part of the show. So
Does it
Yeah, you
involve
have to
shooting
hear
somebody you
about it.
work with? Because we heard about that already, and I think we're hearing about that again.
No, somebody's dead on the set of the new Indiana
still
Jones
fits.
movie.
Wait, hold on. What?
One more time.
Indiana Jones 5 crew
Indiana
member
Johns?
reportedly
Is that his
found-
cousin?
Yeah, Indiana Johns. He's like that's Black Indiana Jones. Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
So that's Indiana Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would rather watch that one. Is it like a black dude in the 40s, or is it like a jive black dude in the 70s?
No. It's
Black
like
in the
it's
70s.
like the movie Boss, but set with a hat and a whip. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna. It would have to be a black exploitation flick at that point. It'd be
Well,
Indiana Johnson.
apparently Netflix made one of those.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, it came out recently.
You have to tell us about it later, or whenever you want. I don't care. We can watch it. We can talk about it now. But let's talk about the dead guy who was found on the set of Indiana Jones.
Yes. Who did
A crew
Alec Baldwin
member-
shoot today?
Oh, fuck. A crew member on the production of Indiana Jones 5 has been found dead in Morocco, where filming has been taking place. Nick Kupak, 54-year-old grip on the film's second unit, was found dead in his hotel room in the city of Fes, Walt Disney Studios told the New York Post on Thursday. Disney states that Kupak's death was not related to the production of the film. A specific cause of death has not been released. This is just one of those freak crazy things, but
When he was found, was he wearing a fez? Because that would make it extremely ironic.
Well, as long as he didn't do it the David Carradine way, I think we're okay.
God.
Well, time will tell, Dion, because even when David Carradine went down, they were very hush-hush about what happened. And it wasn't until that fucking picture came out that everyone's like, 2 and 2,
Dude.
baby.
I forgot about that. That shit changed my whole outlook on the world.
Yeah.
That was so fucking crazy. I was like, damn, in the closet, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, he died in his hotel room. Oh, he was in his 70s. You could believe that. And then that picture came out showing a cord of some sorts wrapped around the towel bar, and you're just like, oh, yeah, never mind. I kind of have an idea.
Well, the bad thing too was it's like they were like, well, it was in Thailand. And everyone's like, oh fuck, what was he doing that he ended up dead? Are we gonna see some fucking Elvis in the bathroom like shit? But then they're like, oh no, he was, it was asphyxiation, erotic asphyxiation. Everyone's like, that's kind of better, but still makes me sad.
It's called jacking off with accessories.
Right.
if you guys were to die David Carradine style, would you be okay with your family announcing how you actually went out?
No.
Yeah.
Hell no. That's embarrassing as shit.
No, because listen, he died doing what he loved, getting that nut.
Yeah, jacking off with a cord around his neck.
Oh, God.
All right, Scott Skio too. He says didn't know Baldo was in Morocco this week. All right, that was a good.
Damn.
That's a good one.
Shots fired.
Oh, God. Yeah, but that's crazy that they found this guy dead in his hotel room. Like, yeah, in fucking Morocco. Well, Morocco's
Question
not
is,
really nice.
what
place,
kind
so
of dirt did he have on Kathleen Kennedy?
Oh shit! He knew about the alternate cuts of the Rise of Skywalker. The one that we haven't
and he
even heard
wasn't
about
going to
yet.
keep them quiet, so they had to quiet them down for him.
Imagine somebody being killed for leaking a 3-year-old movie's like plot point or a 2-year-old movie's plot point. It's like, oh, we were gonna do this, and then they just.
Well, I mean, it is Hollywood, and they are pretty crazy out there, so I wouldn't put it past them.
They do some dumb shit out here.
Yeah,
It's true.
Oh, so let's. Hopefully, this car alarm shuts the fuck up soon. But let's talk about something else sad while
Family.
we're waiting to be. Oh, it's done. Perfect. Awesome. Happy now. Good. Broken like that, guys. I got some bad news about one of our heroes from March 2020 to March 2020, Joe Exotic.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Wait, what happened?
Hold on.
Okay,
Let's get a good image up, and then Kendo, you can tell Nick, and then I will continue.
Are we
the rest
guessing
of the
what,
story.
motherfucker?
All right, Nick. Kendo, what happened with Joe Exotic?
Well, Nick, let's just say that he's probably moved to the top of my Deadpool draft roster for next year. He came out today and said that he has a very aggressive form of prostate cancer.
oh,
Yeah.
oh my,
Clearly, he was not getting a massage nearly enough.
Oh God. I was gonna talk about David Carradine, but I'll leave that alone. So the former zookeeper known as Joe Exotic,
gonna
the
leave
star
us
of Tiger
hanging?
King. What?
God
You
damn!
just gonna leave us hanging?
That is awesome. Not too soon.
So Joe Exotic is serving prison time in a murder for hire plot. On Wednesday, he said he's been diagnosed with an aggressive form of cancer. Doctors called me in today to break the news that my prostate biopsy came in back with an aggressive cancer. Carol will have her own party over this. Say a prayer, everyone, and be my voice. Love, Joseph Maldonado Passage, wrote in a tweet. What I need is the world to be my voice, to be released, he wrote. Addressed to everyone. A photo of the letter accompanied the tweet. They have the proof that I did not do this, and there is no reason for the U.S. attorney to drag this out so I can go home and get treatment on my own and enjoy what I have left with my loved ones.
I mean, they let the fucking Lockerbie guy out, so they might as well let him out.
Yeah. He should have been pardoned.
I
mean,
agree.
That bitch Carol Baskin was the worst.
Yeah, Carol fucking Baskin.
Hey, listen. I love me some Joe Exotic too, but anyone dumb enough to get fucking caught trying to hire some white trash dude from Carolina or wherever the fuck to kill your enemy, leave that dummy in the fucking jail. Like, I'm sad for him,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
listen, he's stupid.
Well, do you remember the story of how he was gonna like? I think either what did he just take the money and run or some shit? Like he didn't even
Yeah,
try
he
to
just
like
took the
kill it?
money and went on a bender.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then when he got caught, he went and told the cops, "Oh yeah, you got all this," or something to the effect of, "Yeah, I got all this money from a guy that paid me to kill this woman."
yeah. So he
I mean,
he
she's
could
a
then get
bitch,
out of
bro.
jail. I'm just like, jeez.
Hey, I mean, I guess they were like, I mean, we're glad you went on a bender. Don't do that next time, but thanks for telling us.
Yeah, thanks for copping the conspiracy to commit murder. Now, who hired you?
Oh, this crazy motherfucker out in Oklahoma.
I'm still amazed with how fast Tiger King came and went. Like no one.
Well,
gives a
it was
shit, really.
okay. It was a rough time. We needed the
Yep.
Tiger King for a reason, and he served that purpose. And then Joe McHale tried to come back and make it something else, and that didn't fucking work out. And now they're trying to capture lightning in a bottle again with part 2.
I
We'll see
think
how
I
that
think
goes forward.
a big reason why is, one, it was like right at the start of all the COVID stuff, so we needed a distraction. And seeing fucking white trash, retarded, idiotic people running around out there with tigers, that was a great fucking distraction.
Oh yeah.
But then at the end of the day, we realized they're all a bunch of fucking crazy ass, redneck, idiotic people that are really just bad people. So let's not give them any more attention than what we already have.
Nobody was worse than that bitch Carol Baskin.
That's
Hey,
true.
she got on Dancing with the Stars, which was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Did she
damn
kill
it.
anybody on that show?
Credibility, but I don't know if that counts. not that they had it.
No, they never did.
Mm.
So I want to ask you guys a question. This is a comic question. Dion, I don't even know if you'll have an answer for this one, but have you ever heard of or read The Inkle?
Mm-mm. No.
Now I'm just going to pull up
No.
a picture of it real quick. So it's getting adapted into a movie, but even though you've never really read The Inkle, you kind of know some of the story because it was the inspiration lightly for The Fifth Element. So this is getting its own pure adaptation right now. So folks, science fiction's probably going to be, I don't know, at the forefront of the big movies now, which is cool for me because we all love sci-fi. But
yeah.
do you guys like Taika Waititi? Do you trust him?
No.
I like him enough, but not enough to outright trust his ass.
I still like what's his name? The guy who did not Fifth Element, Independence Day.
Roman Emmerich.
Oh, yeah,
Emmerich? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. He does those really big, crazy sci-fi movies fairly well.
He's got a new movie coming out in February.
Is it Moonfall? Is that the one it is?
Yep.
Okay, all right. That one looks interesting. Like like those look like a lot of fun. I like his take on them because he does that really big, crazy sci-fi stuff pretty well, and I kind of dig it. So I always look forward to his movies a lot. So
I like to watch him when I'm not sober and then laugh at John Cusack outrunning a fucking earthquake. It's like, oh god, the ground's falling. John Cusack will survive.
Yeah, but also John Cusack is just always acts as John Cusack for his entire life. So
That's also true.
yeah.
WTF viewer says Taika Waititi can go away for good. We'd all be better off without him.
The only thing I'm happy that he did was what is it? We lurk in the shadows or whatever the vampire movie was that made the show.
Oh, yeah.
That's, in the shadows.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm happy that he did because the show is great as well. It's funny as shit. It follows the movie's aesthetic and the whole way it's done really, really well. Other than that, yeah, I really don't need him too much.
So Kendo, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Pick a number.
19.
Perfect. So, folks, let's get caught up with you guys and see what is up. So, our friend Cesario Japan says, sabotage is the best ploy by those involved in the accident to place doubt in people. Then again, it even brings up more critical thinking in people. It does. And we're going to talk about the sabotage accusation. These aren't our words. We're not trying to sensationalize that. Their words are sabotage. And we're going to talk about it because holy shit, this thing keeps getting deeper.
I'm telling
thank
all
you, Cesario
y'all.
Japan. What?
I said, I'm telling all y'all. It's a sabotage.
Easy. I can't do it. I'm on your planet.
I'm gonna set it straight. That's Watergate.
Yeah.
I still hate that they use that song for the newer Star Trek movies.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
I
either.
love it. I love it. I love it in the first.
Guess what, motherfucker?
You're wrong.
Yeah, well, at least I don't have cancer in my prostate.
Whoa. That's a killer of a lot of men, dude.
What's one more?
No, bitch!
Oh, me, Dion.
Yeah, I don't ever want to hear you oohing or on or saying come on to any of our other horrible jokes about Alec Baldwin shooting somebody.
I'm gonna kick your ass later.
Jeff's had a lot of fun with the goddamn Beverly
I
Hills
would pay to have Joe Exotic try to kick my ass. That's pretty fun.
Shut up!
Listen, I would watch and promote that fight like a motherfucker. It's just like all my money's on Dion. It's just happening. All it's on Dion.
Oh, Dion's gonna whoop his ass.
I would tell you it's like keep it low for like 2 or 3 rounds and then knock him the fuck out in the fourth.
Yeah, but I got some money.
No,
Listen,
what you
fourth
do is
round,
you bet.
we're in it.
Yeah, you bet heavily on Joe Exotic after Dion drives the odds sky high, and then you pay Dion to take a dive. And you all get
I
rich,
mean,
and then
I
Dion
really
can
want to
whoop
see
his
Joe
ass
Exotic knock the
afterwards.
fuck out. I'm just saying. You know, that's what I want.
Well, life's about to do that to him.
Real slowly and painfully.
Oof.
Hey, see, now you took it too far.
It's true though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Primer.
understand that it's true.
Doesn't take away the sting. Primer, I'd like to apologize. We didn't see this earlier when we wrote the script. Hail WCBS, word of the day is tomato. So let's play with some tomato for a minute. So what's a good one? Clear and present tomato. Tomato
For
never
a few
dies.
Tomatoes more.
Tomato from behind.
Tomato from behind.
I don't know. Jubblies from Behind sounds pretty fun though too, Dion.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Wait
Yeah.
a second.
Is that an actual movie?
Wait a second. Hold on.
And a cartoon, and a video game, and a toy line.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that cartoon growing up?
A little bit. A little bit. It was really weird. I remember like an acid trip. I'm not sure if it happened, but I know it did.
I remember watching it because it was like one of those weird, like the Toxic Crusader cartoon. There were these like weird, ugly early 90s cartoons based off shit that I had never heard of. And I couldn't stop watching them no matter how disgusting they were.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Tomatoes.
Dion's favorite movie?
I mean, depends how old they are.
America Ferrera is like in her 40s, right?
Yeah.
No, I think she's only a couple of years older than us.
Oh, let me look that up. For those out there who are dying to know, America Ferrera is almost 40. But, you know, you're right, Dion. She's only 37.
37.
In a row. Well, good. Let's stop talking about actors we don't give a shit about. Moving on. Where are we at?
Hey, there are 440 watchers. You guys, we making some thumbs up, man. Come on now.
Yeah, folks, hit that thumbs up button. Let us know that you enjoy this content. By the way, welcome to our new subscribers. We've now passed 171K, and we've had a whole bunch of great new success. So welcome into everybody who's new to the channel. Ask around. Have some fun. Get comfortable. Stay a while.
Put your feet up. Make yourself at home.
Yeah. Tip your waitresses. Try the veal. Space Monkey 0899, thank you very much. Microsoft roasted a game journalist during one of the Halo Infinite multiplayer reveals. The journalist's performance was so bad, Microsoft used it to promote their games tutorial.
Nice.
Do you think a gaming journalist should be at least good at a game? I personally do.
Yeah, if you don't play, you don't get to talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. If you're a
Right.
gaming journalist, you should have some semblance of like how to operate a goddamn controller. You really should. And if you're just one that plays, I don't know, things that aren't first person shooters, maybe you shouldn't be talking about that game. Just a thought.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like it's real difficult to learn how to play video games and do it well.
Yeah. How do you even accurately review your experience? Because all you're going to do is write the review. Well, I didn't really have a good time playing, but that doesn't mean I can't talk about. Hey, look it. Shut the fuck up. There are so many people that are like movie journalists, game journalists. They don't know what they're talking about or doing. I'm so tired of people saying it was a pretty shitty movie, but it had this thing, so it makes it pretty great in my opinion. It's
God damn it. I fucking hate shit like that. Well, yeah, this thing totally sucked, except for like there's one 10-second joke they had that was pretty funny. I'll give it a 5 out of 5. It's like, the fuck is wrong with you?
a lot. That's why I just don't know how they fucking get hired.
Well, oh god, because they're fresh out of college and they're woke. That's why.
Fucking idiots.
And they're cheap.
Honestly, that's the answer. They're cheap.
It's like, hey kid, you went to college. Do you know how to write a sentence at like an 8th grade level? All right, good enough for us.
So Space Monkey 089, thank you. I'm gonna have to look up that video because if you're so shitty that you're now the tutorial on how not to suck, well, I hope you feel bad, journalist. I hope you feel bad. SH Rebels 08, thank you very much. I'll take a Joe Rogan Slapnuts and a horses for Dion, please. Okay.
Who are you? What are you doing here, and where are my horses?
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose with his car?
No.
Holy shit. Jamie, pull that video up.
It's Mr. Flatnut to you.
Fucking Joe Rogan.
I just
I'd
gotta
like
know
to
that,
think that Greg
Don't-
Fitzsimmons' reaction would be different if he really saw Beetlejuice get, fucking clobbered over there with a guitar.
Call the cops! Call the cops!
The James Baker, thank you very much. Hail to the quirky quartet that are the WCBS. Well, hail to the James Baker, and thank you for joining us tonight. Infinite
sweet,
Wonder.
brother.
Oh shit! I just too sweeted the fucking camera.
It's in your blood, baby. It's in your blood, brother.
Infinite Wanderer says, Jeff, 2 questions. How far into One Piece are you? 2, have you looked at the webcomic Girl Genius yet? Once again, Girl Genius is long, but I recommend it as much as I do One Piece. Well, I haven't had a chance to check out Girl Genius yet. As I said earlier at the show, I'm in production of my own stuff, so a lot of my free time is stretched to that. I did read My Hero Academia the other day. That's the most recent thing, and I don't think I've touched One Piece in a couple of months, so whatever the last update I gave was that. But My Hero Academia is okay. I was in the process of moving stuff for this Halloween party, and this box that had been in the corner turned out to be some of the manga I had been looking for. So I was like, oh, what's in here? Pulled it out, checked it out. I enjoy it. But I'll check out Girl Genius eventually. I know you said I think it's the longest running one, and they eventually weren't they doing like merchandise or something to go with it? I'll check it out. I definitely want to check it out. I love to read comics. Oh, Dion, I was reading an old Power Rangers comic, and fucking Steve Ditko, the guy who co-created Spider-Man, drew it. It was weird.
I saw your Facebook post. I was like, that's interesting. I kind of want to see it. So
yeah, I don't know if it's good. It's not. It's really not good. And the Power Rangers are only in one panel. Like, the whole story is them fighting monsters as kids, and then they're like, it's morphin' time. And instead of showing them fight, it shows them all run at the camera, like the end of the X-Men cartoon, and then the issue just ends. Like, it was really shitty, but it's so weird. Yeah. When you come out here, we'll have to check out some of the Power Ranger stuff I got, too, in the mail. I never grew up. Man. Andrew Clark, thank you very much. Jeff, have you watched Ghost Stories yet? I have not. I have not watched anything outside of the Rookie this week. This Kendo thing is played. What'd you say?
With Dennis Quaid?
No, Nathan Fillion.
Oh, the TV show he's a cop.
Yeah.
That's even funnier than Dennis Quaid as a baseball player for some reason to me.
Correct.
Dude, I can't believe Dennis Quaid's son is an actor. He's pretty solid, too.
He's not bad at all. It's him and Clint Eastwood's kids. It's like, damn, y'all can act. I dig it.
Yeah, Scott Eastwood should be Wolverine, in my opinion. He's got the look. Or Batman. He just looks like that weird, grizzled, guy.
Like he has a decent chance to kick your ass.
I mean, if your dad's Clint Eastwood and you don't at least see him intimidating, that's just failure on 10 levels.
The man's 96, still writes, produces, and directs and acts in his own movie. Like, it's insane.
He's a badass dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Kendo thing is kind of played out, says. I guess this Kendo thing is kind of played out, huh? No, we're still enjoying it.
Very meta. I like it.
Scotsky02 says, I didn't know Baldwin was in Morocco this week. Well, we did read that one a minute ago, but it was funny when it came in. I wanted to read it again. Modalicious, thank you very much for your super chats. Am I banned from super chatting again? Clearly the answer is yes. That's why we're reading it on air. He also says, Joe E has canker? Well, I guess that's what you get for forcing foreign objects into your balloon knot. Well, Modalicious, I don't think that's how it works, but ouch. Snellworld says, so we found out the real reason the critics are bombing the reviews. It's because their diverse superheroes are just advanced robots.
Oh, God.
An AI made a Marvel movie.
Well, no, the movie's that bad that you couldn't pay your critic buddies to give it a good score. The fact that they're worried about their own reputations ahead of the money that Disney gave them is just kind of is hilarious, because they're just like, yeah, I can't give this a good review because people are gonna watch it and then they're gonna look at me and being like, you were wrong, and they're gonna shit on me. So they were just like, yeah, we're not gonna give it a good review. I just can't. I just can't.
They're gonna shit on me, not even in the fun way.
Yeah. But yeah, I do love it. Like, unanimously, I love how they made the perfect Twitter movie. They, as much as they tried to, and even and everybody's just like, no, we don't want it. We never did want it. Why are you doing this?
No. We'll talk about that in a minute, because the box office, some of the projections have jumped or lowered depending on what you're looking at. Originally there was 80, now it's 75. I'm reading an article from Deadline that says this bad review is impacting that. So, wow, Marvel finally goes rotten and sees a little slip, or possible slip. We have to wait and see, but it's fun to talk about. Now, Adam Wofford has a great super chat message. It says, Dion and Jeff UFC match and fundraiser, and have Joe Rogan do the commentary as the match. At the same time, he could also ask Joe and Dion if they do DMT. Dion can come out as my black ass screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's hurt. Come out to
That'd be
The
awesome.
Rock's WrestleMania 19 theme song. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would walk out to if I could.
Mhm.
Fuck, since you already picked it, now I have to change. Fine, I'll come up with The Rock's 1999 theme. I'll be corporate heel Rock.
Okay. Cool.
It will be cool. It'll be a lot of fun. Up next, let's see. We have a couple more. We're going to start talking about some of the big topics tonight. But thank you, Adam Wofford, for your generous super chat. The Blank Podcast with Ian Slater has a request. Can you guys guess what that request is?
Send nudes.
Oh, thank God, because I'm ready. I'm not ready to send nudes. Not again. Not again.
Wrong!
You will send them when you are told.
That's right.
Fine.
You signed up for it.
Yeah. In blood.
All right, fine. I'll go get the whipped cream then.
Oh, God damn.
He's gonna send pictures of himself like that chick from Varsity Blues.
Oh yeah.
Well,
He'll turn out like Chris Evans in Not Another Teen Movie.
Chris Evans did that in Not Another Teen Movie as well.
Yep, he did. I forgot about
yeah,
that.
he did.
Yeah.
God, that's a great movie.
It is. It's so much fun.
Fucking
Doug Keller, thank you very much. He says lots of gaming journalists, I can't speak. Lots of gaming journalists are women and they can't play video games well. Just kidding, dude. A lot of journalists in general just suck at gaming. Now, if the percentage tends to, most are female, I will say this: most gaming journalists suck at games, based on what I've read. And if that's the syllogism, if they're women, blah. But they just don't. They're unqualified people. It used to be that gaming was nerds or computer guys or just people that weren't the coolest class. Then gaming got cool, and now it's become not just cool, but it's so ubiquitous with the way we live. But the people that report on it are the least qualified to. They're the least interested. They're only doing it because there's such an easy bar of entry to get in. Everybody wants to talk about it, and there's a bajillion and one jobs. So if you got some bullshit college degree and you know how to type, you'll probably get hired. You know what? I actually lived with somebody who was a games journalist. They don't know how to play shit. They only knew a few games. They only talked about a handful of games, and it was the fucking Witcher. The stuff they're tasked to do is so dumb and pointless. How are you going to get any accurate information? All they do at the end of the day is just regurgitate what these companies want anyway. Now, Modalicious, thank you very much. He said, tried to watch Food Wars, but my paps got in the way. I don't know. Well, thank you, Modalicious. I don't know exactly what that means, but thank you. And Scott CO2 says, game journos are the lowest form of journos. Yeah.
I think sports journalists are worse, but game journalists are pretty damn bad.
Yeah. Anytime you say this journalist is the worst, then Skip Bayless sends you a friend request.
Oh, God damn it.
Or Adam Scheffler makes up some shit on draft night.
Yeah.
I remember kind of watching Skip Bayless. I was just like, who the fuck are you and what are you saying right now?
He is such an asshole. Troy Aikman has said before many times, he's like, if I'm ever in the same room with Skip Bayless, I'm going to beat his ass. That's
Man, Troy
that's the
Aikman
level
is
of
not
crazy
tough.
shit that Skip Bayless has said.
Oh, man.
Now, guys, do you want to talk about Alec Baldwin or the Eternals?
Let's
First.
get Baldwin out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give him a
All right.
shot and get it over with.
God damn it.
Damn.
Yeah, it sounds like you're hurt by that joke.
I'm not hurt. It was just such a sharp right hook. I was like, damn, man. Throwing haymakers from the fucking lobby.
Yeah, well, at least I wasn't wishing somebody dead that has cancer.
I wasn't wishing. I was just saying it wouldn't be all that bad.
Yeah, it's not like Joe Exotic is trying to cure cancer or something. He's just he's just Joe Exotic. So
It's also not like he was a really great human being.
yeah, that's another one too. That's a big one.
I think most people were just enamored. Put it like this: Joe Exotic is the least bad person on that documentary of bad people.
That's also true.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one guy grooming chicks and giving them boob jobs was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I hope
Doc,
every
I
one of their
think he was the
parents are
worst.
like, just come home, honey. Just come home.
We're not even going to ask you about what happened.
All right, so here we go. Alec Baldwin. There we are. Now, guys, we've been joking about the song Sabotage all night, but As of now, in court, Rust movie armor's lawyers suggest a wild sabotage theory. All right, here we go. The lawyers for Hannah Gutierrez Reed, the armorer on the set of the movie Rust, suggest a new wild sabotage theory as the reason behind the fatal shooting. Alec Baldwin is the lead actor and also the producer on Rust, a Western that is being shot in New Mexico, which suffered a tragedy on set when Baldwin fired a revolver he believed to be filled with blanks, killing the director of photography, Helena Hutchins, and injuring director Joel Souza. Rust co-stars Travis Finnell, Jensen Ackles, Brady Noon, and Francis Fisher. The incident occurred on October 1st inside the Church of New Mexico set of Rust. Oh, sorry, I think I meant to say October 21st is what they mean to write. So thank you, Screen Rant, for your typo. Today, the lawyers of the Rust armor Gutierrez Reed, Jason Bowles and Robert Gorentz spoke about the incident, bringing up a theory that disgruntled employees may be to blame, suggesting that one of them may have planted a live round that killed Hutchins inside a box of dummy rounds. The comments come on the heel of the fact that hours before the shooting took place, about 6 members of the camera crew walked off set because of issues around payment and housing. Lawyers suggest that it could be potentially have been the motivation for sabotaging the set by mixing in live rounds with dummy rounds. Read what Bowles had to say below, and this is the exact quote. I believe that somebody who would do that would want to sabotage the set, want to prove a point, want to say that they're disgruntled, that they're unhappy. And we know that people had walked off the set the day before.
I got a problem here.
Yeah, me too.
This is crazy. This is absolutely insane.
So because you were disgruntled and you didn't get paid or have a place to sleep, you wanted to kill somebody? You do realize you can just walk the fuck off. Like you can just like fucking
right.
leave.
It's right. Well, it's not even so much that. It's this. You're disgruntled and you're mad at whoever's running things, in this case, Alec Baldwin. And your solution is to plant a live round with a bunch of blanks, hoping that just hoping on the off chance that that's the one that gets picked out of the box. But then at the same time, you're like, he's going to accidentally shoot somebody. But you don't exactly know who that's going to be. You really want to take that risk and possibly get yourself or your friend to be the one that gets shot?
Yeah.
Well, not only that,
that's a
none of that even matters. So let's say for pretend that they're telling the truth, that someone did in fact swap out a real round for the blank round. You still are liable. It doesn't. So even if that's the case, that's 2 separate issues. That it's still your job to fucking check that shit every fucking time. So either A, she's right, or her lawyers are right, and she's incredibly fucking incompetent, or B, she's so incompetent that she can't come up with a good lie, or her lawyers can't come up with a good lie to cover her ass. There is no upside to this situation.
Yeah.
So even if someone did walk off set and you believe is disgruntled enough that it made you remember, hey, this person might fuck up the thing. You didn't let security know. Nobody let the production staff know. Nobody let the studio know. Hey, Jimmy just walked off. He's angry enough, I think, to try and kill one of us. And knowing that, you still didn't check the rounds before the shoot that day. That's the type of shit. Like if something like that happened at my job, I would lose my fucking job and go to fucking jail anyway. It doesn't matter if someone did that shit. So this is an even dumber corner to paint herself in.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the worst Chewbacca defense I've ever heard.
I 100% agree because it still paints her in a bad light. And once again, we know from talking about this last week, she had pictures of herself like holding guns and she was a gun enthusiast. There were complaints about her in previous movies of her like pointing guns at people, playing with guns, to telling them, "Oh, look how safe it is," like things like that. So that to her detriment is still like saying, "Hey, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's still young at this, and she's still fucked up." But once again, she should have, as soon as they got back from lunch or whatever like that. Even the gun shouldn't have been sitting out. First of all, that's retarded as an armor. And even if they were, you should have checked them or locked them or reloaded them or whatever to make sure they were safe before you handed them to the actor. Just saying.
That's insane. That's just one of those. I wonder if her legal team is like, listen, your career is torpedoed anyway. Let's just keep you out of jail. Because even if that somehow wins, even if that somehow works, and she and a jury or a judge or the DA or whoever decides that that's a plausible explanation for what happened, you're still done because it doesn't. That's why you're there. So crazy people don't get people killed on the fucking set. So that means that either A, you just didn't check, or B, you're so incompetent that you were leaving the rounds out somewhere where someone had access to them, or you had them in a situation or in a place where other people had access to them, or you just left the motherfuckers sitting out overnight or whatever where someone could hypothetically swap a round out. Either or, this is admitting that I at least suck at my job.
Yeah.
That's how fucking crazy it is. Because I can't imagine. All you're doing is describing two different incidents that occurred. You're not saying that it's not your fault that this person's dead. You're saying that it's still partially my fault, just not all of my fault.
D.W. Brown makes a great point. If they're willing to try and throw the crew under the bus like that, what movie crew would want to work with Baldwin or this armor after this?
None. Unless you are desperate for money.
Do you think Baldwin's producing career is over?
Oh, I don't think Baldwin's career is over, but what's
producing career, not.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. People, yeah, because he can't make decisions for shit. So him producing is out the door. Maybe it's not gonna happen again.
Yeah, I mean, producing very, very possibly. I mean, it's Hollywood. If someone's got $1 million idea, they'll put up with anything. But I can't imagine that an insurance company or anything will want to do anything to do with him as a producer because clearly, he is, and he's already has a fucking reputation for being incredibly impulsive. I can't imagine they'd be like, yeah, remember that one time you got someone killed as a producer? Yeah, let's go with that guy.
Oh God.
It's just crazy. I never thought that someone would be like, you're not a murderer. Let's just admit that you're incredibly incompetent and the worst at your job.
Yeah. I remember what was it? I remember watching some BTS part of the movie, whatever, where they had a mind you, this is a rubber gun they had on the movie I was watching on the behind the scenes. And the prop guy had to have it locked up and everything. And he had to, and as soon as it came to set, he had to hold it up and bend it and get everybody's attention and saying, this is a rubber gun. It cannot fire, it will not fire, and then hand it to the actor. And then once they were done with the scene, they had to get everybody's attention. The actor then had to hand it back to the prop master and did the exact same thing again, bend it and say it's a rubber gun, it cannot fire, will not fire, and put it back in the box. That was for a rubber gun.
We need to do that with a dildo.
I mean, depends on what type of movie set you're on.
Orgasmo.
This is a rubber cock; it will not fire.
Orgasmo 2: The Second Coming.
Yeah.
That's what happened. We'll call the South Park guys, see if we can get the rights to it.
Yeah, we'll do a sequel to it. It'd be great.
There we go.
No, but this story just gets more and more weird, more and more interesting, more and more sad. Look, it's sad that someone died. It's sad that they're trying to make these excuses to protect this armorer. It's all, I don't want to say it's all a bunch of bullshit because there's some importance here, but it is a bunch of bullshit to try and cover up for this woman. She's incompetent. I don't know if that is enough to send her to jail for whatever criminal charges, but I guess, in my opinion, I don't ever want to. Look, I just don't want her to work on a fucking movie where guns are involved. That's not safe.
Yeah.
This is. Yeah. And did you hear about The Rock? Now he's banned real live guns on his sets.
He's so knee-jerk. It's like, God damn it, Dwayne. You don't have to have something to say about everything.
Yeah, just don't hire this bitch. Just don't hire her.
Right. Fine. You're gonna get a movie deal, and it's gonna offer to pay you $50 million, and you're gonna say fucking yes, even with guns. Excuse me, even with guns on set. Stop pretending like you're this knight in shining armor. I'm getting rid of guns on my sets now. No, bitch. If the check clears, you will do it. People like you will always do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at some of the movie choices he's been in. That'll tell you that yes, he will do it.
I mean, unless he wants to do Fast and Furious 10, where he just starts killing people with cars all the time or whatever. I don't know.
Is he still in the regular Fast and Furiouses, or has he been replaced by John Cena?
I have no idea what's going on with that.
I think he's done. I think he said that he of his own accord said he's done with the regular Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm fairly certain him and Vin Diesel like real life hate each other.
Oh, they do. It's not really a great thing of value that was lost if The Rock's not going to be in a mainline Fast and Furious film. I think I'm going to sleep just fine tonight.
and so will he with his hundreds of millions of dollars.
Oh yeah, The Rock will be fine. We'll all be fine. How are you? Not well. Actually, great. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to add to the Alec Baldwin situation this week unless there's more of an update. I do want to comment on Primer Super Chat, though. This is bullshit Sabotage claim. It's just an attempt to absolve the armor of any legal consequences. Not surprising, given that she's a diversity hire. Why are we going to make excuses for this woman? We have 5 examples we gave last week of her being bad and unsafe at her job. And now, look, I get a lawyer's job is to protect her, but in the court of public opinion, you cannot excuse this woman's actions.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, 100%. But yeah, I hope with her being a diversity hire, they don't just like take that into consideration and be like, oh, yeah, we should take a break on her. It's like, no.
And we don't know that for sure either. So my guess was she was the cheapest option out there for this.
That seems like it. Yeah, that seems like it.
This little Western movie, and instead of going for a veteran, we got to pay Jensen Ackles and we got to pay for the cost of costumes and all that, and we didn't get the budget we wanted. Let's just fucking cut corners and get this fucking dummy whose dad was in the business. We can save costs, and she knows what she's doing because she worked with her dad. Yeah, well, lo and behold, her best case scenario is I'm really fucking stupid.
Oh God, yeah. When you like, I understand cutting corners on movies in some parts, but this is the shit you don't cut corners on, like people's lives and shit.
Especially a fucking Western.
Yeah,
that's what's so crazy to me. They're so dependent on firearms, and for you to cut corners, which is what I'm assuming it is insane to me. You would think that'd be the one thing you don't want to fucking cut a corner on and actually spend money on is get a veteran who knows fucking firearms. I mean, we're dealing with fucking hand cannons here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, like I said, I think it was more nepotism and cutting corners than any diversity hire bullshit, because it's just insane.
I got an idea here.
Yeah.
Why don't we make our own Western in which no firearms are used?
What, just slingshots?
Yeah, just making like an alternate history of the West. No guns.
It's funny you say that, because the Netflix movie, I've been doing a little bit of research while we've kind of been talking here and stuff like that. They've basically made a blaxploitation Western movie, and they're patting themselves in the back because they've done it, and they think they're the first.
Yeah. Yeah,
because it's called The Harder They Fall, and like it even has a little thing in the beginning of it. No, the beginning of Harder They Fall starts that while the story is fictional, these people existed. This isn't historical accuracy or realism. It's about genre. So basically, Netflix made a blaxploitation Western movie, and they're patting themselves on the back because all the main actors are black. I'm just like, this was done in the 70s a lot,
right?
Well, and also,
right. And even done in the 90s,
and also Blazing Saddles, like that happened too. So
and Posse with Mario Van Peebles.
Yes, that was a good movie.
Yeah, so like, I don't know why they're patting themselves on the back when these things existed way before.
Because
like, you're not the first.
They existed in the before times, before Twitter.
Oh, God. Dude, me and Dion could go back and forth over blaxploitation movies all day.
Seriously.
Like, yeah,
but
like how many
there
are
around after Twitter, so they don't count. It only counts in the era of Twitter, so you can go on Twitter and brag about it and talk about how great you are and how much of a fucking crusader you are because you made this now and you're champion diversity.
Well, apparently some people have walked out of their jobs at Netflix. I say we go apply, boys.
Yeah, I mean, you joke, but they're gonna need some good ass creators, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Some people just didn't like their jobs apparently, and I think we should go apply.
Yeah. Oh, boo hoo hoo! My job is to work at Netflix, and Dave Chappelle said some not nice things. He's a comedian that made jokes.
Well, even then, apparently the ones that walked out, it was like tens of them. It wasn't, what they
Yeah,
said was like
exactly.
close to
That's what I heard
1,000.
too. I was like,
Yeah.
That was they were trying to, those people trying to make themselves seem all awesome, where it was like 28 people or some shit.
Yeah,
like
it
a
wasn't
baker's
a lot.
dozen.
I'm just like, there are 4 guys right here who would love to work for you guys right now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, give us an afternoon, we'll give you some actually good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like our
We'll make some
Western
My Black
movie
Ass
where
Saga.
there's no
Yeah. Give us an afternoon and an 8-ball. We'll make you some money.
Yep. Western movie, no
Wanna make some
guns, but they
motherfucking
all
money?
have dildos.
That's
I
the
don't
beginning
even
of our
wanna
pitch
know.
right there. That's the beginning of the give us an 8-ball in the afternoon. You want to make some motherfucking money, Netflix?
It sounds like a Wire episode.
There we go. We'll do something like The Wire, but not call it The Wire. There you go.
Yeah.
First idea.
We'll just remake The Wire and we'll race swap everybody. So Dion can be McNulty and I'll be Bunk.
I
We'll be like, this is the exact same thing as The Wire from like 20 years ago. No, it's different. See, McNulty was the white guy. Now he's black.
Right. His world experience is way differenter because he's black and like 60 pounds heavier.
Still drinks a lot, though.
Yeah, still drinks a lot. Still divorced.
So there's a couple of messages from the audience about the Alec Baldwin situation that I'd like to read because I want to hear what everyone has to say. So let me pull this up. Our friend Greg Marquez. First off, we have Merpicul Doljojo. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Sends a $10
like
super chat sticker. What'd you say?
I'd like to buy a vowel.
So it's MIPRAL. So Meepril Coda Joji?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah.
Meepril
Coda
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Is it a noun?
What is the language of origin?
New Zealand. But thank you for the super chat pair sticker. We greatly appreciate that. Mirror Pro could I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny. I just can't read it.
Now Merp.
But thank you very much. I appreciate that. And thank you for listening tonight. Greg Marquez says she's definitely not a diversity hire. It was just a money issue. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that. Dion brought that up. But thank you. Jinzo Crash says Helena Hutchins was the wife to lawyer Matt Hutchins, who's representing lawyer Michael Sussman, currently in the middle of an FBI investigation involving Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign ties with Russia. So the plot thickens, boys.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And they might be, but there's no proof that they were related to Michael Hutchins, who hanged himself jerking off in a hotel room, like David Carradine.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. Hashtag look into it.
We need an X-Files button here.
The real question now is, what did David Carradine know about the Clintons?
By the gods.
Oh, shit. I have to look this up right now. This could be a game changer. Of course, there's no connection, duh. Wait, hold on. That's about his book. Never mind. Ooh, the things you don't know about David Carradine's mysterious death.
Woo!
We'll save this for another day.
Did he nut?
That's what Dion really wants to know. Did he finish first?
I just want my man David to be happy. That's all.
Well,
Coming and going.
hold on.
Coming and going.
His wife thinks he could have been targeted.
Wasn't he on Randy Quaid's list of famous people who knew too much or something or whatever? Wasn't David Carradine on that list?
I have no idea. I really don't.
Right now, we all look like fucking Charlie
it's
from that episode of It's Always Sunny.
yeah.
when he's in
Also,
the
it's
middle.
Randy Quaid. So
He's better than Dennis Quaid, though.
okay, no, well, he's not better. He's more entertaining for sure. I don't know about better. I mean, the man tried making and selling a sex tape. So
That's
Yeah.
also true.
It's Christmas, man. Cousin Eddie. Ugh.
Cousin Eddie does Christmas. Coming from Vivid.
he was doing something.
No, thank you. I'll pass. But thank you, Jinzo Crash. Greg Marquez, thank you very much. Says 1, always treat every gun as if it were loaded. 2,
Correct.
always point it in the muzzle in the safe direction.
Yes.
And
Finger off the trigger.
3, always keep your finger off the trigger until you are ready to
Correct.
shoot. 4, always be sure of your target and beyond.
Yup.
These are the 4 universal firearm rules. Those are all from Greg Marquez. So, Greg, thank you for all those super chats. But, folks, we'll read them again. Always treat it if it was loaded. Always point the muzzle in a safe direction. Always keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Always be sure of the target and beyond. These are the 4 universal firearm rules.
Yep. Never point a gun at anything you don't want to get shot.
Well, I think I'm safe now because our friend Nelson the Gentleman says, I got my Stealing Solo comic, the magnets and the sticker. Thank you. I'll take you off my list of people to kill like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison. Boy, am I glad I sent that guy his package.
Did you lay back down on your couch and put lipstick on?
Oh God.
What a great scene. What a weird
So
scene.
great. Holy shit.
Now, were we all on the list or just Jeff?
That's my next question as well.
Because,
that
that's different.
Well, no
We
matter
weren't the one
what,
holding out on you.
we're
He
removed
was.
from the list. So, hey, fuck you. Throw me under the bus. I'm going to come to wherever the hell you live these days, Bruce Sexico, and just lay the smackdown on you.
Better be careful. They make some dangerous movies around here.
Yeah. Whew. I'll get my vest. So, we're just a few short days from the Eternals. Yay. It is, oh God, it went down again on Rotten Tomatoes. Holy shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
we knew it was going to be bad when my man from Game of Thrones literally says Eternals assemble. Holy fucking shit. If that is literally if a goddamn Disney AI wrote a Marvel movie. That's insane. And I hope that that's not in the actual movie. But the minute I saw that shit, I was like, this movie's going to be fucking terrible.
Just keep watching the Rotten Tomatoes score. It'd be like watching the Titanic sink in real time.
Or watching the Lions during a season.
Yeah,
There's
dude.
that as well.
I had so much fun watching the Lions these last 2 weeks.
I was looking for something
thanks.
less tragic, but okay.
No. Tragedy strikes needs to strike hard.
No, I was referring
and
to the
they
Lions as more tragic than the Titanic.
Oh, fair.
Oh, God.
Generations. Generations.
Right. The Titanic only sank
51? Oh
once.
my God.
Yeah, when I reported on it
insane.
yesterday, it was at 57%.
Jeez.
Kind of like The Last Jedi, where we sat there and just kept watching it go down and down and down. And then suddenly, like, a bunch of reviews disappeared and magically went back up.
Well, this
Well, I
time
mean, they
can't
got the
blame
old
mandates.
the Rotten Tomatoes treatment.
How does it feel, Captain Marvel? So
Dude, this is
obviously
so
you
crazy.
can go back and watch our video to get all of the reviews that we chose to read for that. But I love that you get comments like the Eternals is the least fun I've ever had at an MCU film. The Eternals arrives as Marvel's greatest failure and feels like the worst Power Rangers adaptation yet conceived. Like,
Oh
this
my
is some
God.
funny shit. This is a Marvel movie.
No,
Now,
man, you can go to you can go to Top Critics and look at what the big dogs have to say, and like it's even worse.
let's do that. Let's see. Top critics right here. The elements seem to be there for the Eternals to further stretch the boundaries of what constitutes a fucking Marvel movie, but too much of the time it settles for being more of the same. There's something uniformly placid. There are some nice touches, but it's overpowered and underwhelming. Not a lot of good stuff to say about.
And
the
those are
Eternals.
top critics who are just like, yeah, I can't do this.
Right.
Well, I love how one dude says that it's rambling and repetitive, but he gave it a fresh score. So how many scores are like that where they're criticizing it, but they give it
We'll
a
see.
fucking-
We'll see. That particular reviewer got money and a blowjob. That's why.
That's right. That's right.
It's
He
like
got that good.
going to a restaurant, getting a fucking burnt ass meal, and be like, the food was terrible, but I like the lighting. 5 out of 5.
That's what I judged my Wolfgang Puck experience last night on. The lighting. 'Twas moody.
Twas moody. Okay.
I didn't go to Wolfgang Puck's. I made a giant sandwich. I'll send you those pictures later.
Oh, nice.
You know those giant loaves of bread you make for like a family?
Yeah.
We made those into a sandwich. We made one of those into a sandwich. It was good.
Oh, you went Dagwood style? Just started piling
Yeah.
shit on?
Oh shit.
Nice.
Dude, we got to go to Fat Sal's again.
Yeah, we do. Definitely go to Fat Sal's. Up next, let's see. We're still talking about Eternals, right? God damn it! I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah, we're doing that same thing we did last week. We're trying to.
Exactly.
We kept 3 times trying to get through it.
Well, we're gonna stick through it this time, I promise. So, The Eternals is also being pulled from theaters in certain parts of the world because of the gay romance. So it's being pulled from Qatar, I believe Dubai, and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
Those are the three
That's
countries.
that's interesting. That's interesting.
yeah, all those wonderful countries where the shit's illegal. But let's talk about how bad the United States is.
And also, this film will not be released in China.
Huh?
Surprise, surprise.
Gee, I wonder why.
I do
Too
too,
many
Ken.
Negroes on the screen.
I mean,
there's that.
There's only one as far as I've seen in the movie.
You got too many black
That's
people.
one too many.
Yeah. Their quota for a movie for black people is 0. They were over.
God.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
China is not like 1.5 members of this motherfucking podcast. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. And they're suspect about the other.
Right? They're like, hold up. Where the fuck are you from?
Hey,
Oh,
hey, China don't like me either. I'm just saying. Right? We
Hey.
almost started World War III before the world got infected. So I'm just saying,
We've
somebody
been
shot
arguing with
somebody,
China
and then
for
things went down
generations,
for a
you
little
hear
bit, and then things got unheated, and then it was okay. Everything was fine.
Yeah, until the next time. Look, did you think they forgot about that? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's move our boats close to India.
Not a good idea.
Now, they're trying to spin this everywhere. They're trying to say that this is review bombing over on Screen Rant. They're also trying to say that it's a good thing because it's sending a message that Disney cares about ideology. They're going to stick with their guns.
what? Shut the fuck up, Screen Rant. Just shut the
Yeah,
fuck
I'm pretty
up.
sure they cared about money.
Okay. Here's the thing. Quote this. Cut this out. Send it to everybody. I don't give a fuck. If you think that by giving Disney, $1 billion company, your money for a diverse movie is good, you have fucking brain damage. You really do. In fact, take that money and give it to those nonprofits that actually do good things. Give that money to them. Don't give your money to $1 billion
Give it to
corporation.
an animal charity.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, don't give your money to $1 billion corporation that constantly, will say, "Hey, in America we're doing good things, but overseas, we're doing questionable things. You can't see it because overseas you don't know. Haha." It's like, no, we know, and we hate you, and we hope you burn in hell. So, yeah.
Like that's just the most and we know that especially Screen Rant trying to insulate it by saying, "Oh man, it's review bombing." These are actual critics that are. It's not the audience yet, asshole.
Yeah, it's not us doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and-
haven't
and-
released the audience score yet. I'm guessing for this reason, but these are actual critics. So, what critics do you think are trying to bomb it, and for what fucking reason? You think the Washington fucking Post is trying to bomb the Eternals? Why? That
Oh,
doesn't
here we
make
go,
any
guys.
sense.
The fan critics are here in droves, giving it 5 stars. So
Oh shit!
Dakota says this movie takes the meaning of a dysfunctional family to a whole new level. The action feels fresh and new, while some areas feel surprisingly grounded in a movie filled with godlike beings. It doesn't feel like any MCU movie that precedes it. It's a must-watch for all MCU fans. That sounds like a fucking commercial.
That sounds like a script.
Yeah,
That's either
it does.
a bot or a script. Yeah, that's a
Well,
plot review.
Well, they're verified according to this. Braden
verified
W.
bot.
May not be as different as the rest of the MCU as people have said, but definitely unique. A fun time at the theater with characters I cared about. What more can you ask for?
That is generic as
Bullshit,
fuck. That is
Brayden.
generic as shit.
Yeah.
Characters I cared for, they fucking copied that from another fucking review.
Yeah, these were literally people that probably work at Disney or whatever that were sitting in a fucking, cubicle room all day just writing up reviews with profiles. Because you notice none of them have pictures.
No. Here we go. Perfectly separates the MCU and willing to do its own thing. Perfectly separate from the MCU and willing to do its own thing.
He
Not separate from
literally
the MCU.
says Eternals assemble.
Not separate.
Yeah. That's not doing its own thing. That is just ripping off the Avengers.
Listen to this 4.5-star review. I highly suggest seeing this movie in IMAX. It's amazing.
Well,
4
thanks
stars.
for
It was
that
great, just a bit
amazing
too long and
critique.
slow for how. Oh God. This is
How
all
is
bullshit.
it great? It's too long and slow, but it's 4 stars.
What?
One of the most stunning Marvel films of all time. 5 out of 5. The cast, the good acting, great cast, and effects are awesome. I would have. Oh God. I just would have changed the story myself because I was slightly disappointed with certain characters. You give it a 4-star review, but you want to change the entire story?
Wow.
I don't think
But
calling
it's
something
Shannon
stunning is automatically makes it good because you could see something horrific happen and be stunned.
Look at this great review. Holy shitballs, my favorite Marvel movie ever, 8 minutes ago.
Oh, whatever. Well, even then, if you go to IMDb itself and you look at it, it's a what is it? It's 6.5 out of 10, and the majority of the votes are at the the top level 10. It's 30% out of the whole thing. The 1-star reviews are 17%. So where is your review bomb? Where is it?
There is no review bomb. It's just a bunch of people on Twitter not liking what the critics are saying, so they're trying to make excuses. You can't make up bigotry and homophobia this time. It's just not well received by the people whose job it is to talk about a movie.
And there's no way that there's this many racist, homophobic people that like that are against this movie. It's just like people don't like it because it's getting shoved down our throats. That's the whole reason. That's the entire reason. When you start forcing this shit on people, or when you have been for the past 5 or 6 years now, it's like we get tired of it. We get tired of being called names. We get tired of this virtue signal that Hollywood's trying to do to make themselves look better. We get tired of it, and we just don't want to give our money to it. That's all it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, and on top of that, that Hollywood trying to make themselves look better. Yeah, we know all the horrible things that they do, so we're not falling for it whenever we see something like this. We're like, oh, dude, Hollywood's such a great, wonderful place. It's a bastion of happiness and equality. It's like, no, it's not. It's not. It is a horrible fucking place, and they've got tons of skeletons in their closet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely. Now, the Eternals and Chloe Zhao are not entertaining enough people. Are you guys? If we weren't doing it for the show, what would it take you to go see this movie?
A good ass date beforehand where I'm already drunk when the movie starts.
Right? Yeah. I was gonna say a free ticket and a 6-pack.
Nick,
I'm thinking. It's gonna be a big ass. It's gonna be a Brazilian steak dinner and some good ass scotch. Even then, I would probably. I'd probably fight it a little bit. I'd probably try to fight it a little bit still.
What if they settle with you and they offer you a decent bottle of scotch and a Brazilian?
Wait, hold on. You mean?
Yep.
What do you mean? Wait. Define Brazilian before we go any further.
Goddamn well what I mean by that.
Nick's gonna get waxed.
Yeah, that's where my mind's going. I'm like, they're gonna wax my balls. What are we talking about, Kendo?
Dude, bikini season will be here before you know it. Get a jump start.
In that case, no. And I want my top shelf bottle of scotch.
All right, so a Brazilian and a top level scotch. Gotcha. Drive a hard bargain, sir.
Well, at least mine aren't nailed to a chair in a club somewhere, so it's fine.
Ah, you poor balls.
Take drastic measures.
Hey, you suffer for your art. I respect that.
Yeah.
God damn Eternals! I don't want to talk about you anymore.
I know, man. It's just trying to.
It's sad. It's sad that the most downer subject we're talking about is the Eternals, not Alec Baldwin. It's the Eternals that's the most downer subject.
Yeah,
because it's just another systematic problem that's even it's affecting Marvel now. Just this need to, instead of actually doing something to showcase you care about these issues, you're doing these surface level. Hey, look, we hired all these people of color and Angelina Jolie, and we put them in a shitty movie. See, we care.
Oh, and we made 2 of them gay.
And we made 2 of them gay because hey, remember in June when we changed our Twitter to make to the pride flag. Remember, this is the same thing. We love y'all. Just because you like people with the same parts, we love you guys because we totally do. We absolutely do.
Jeez.
Don't look at how much we love China, but we love you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is gonna quell all those fucking concerns. And then the fact that they try to make it a tentpole, like they try to make it one of the tips of the spear for the next phase of Marvel, you know. And it's like, why didn't you get someone that knows how to make cool movies make this fucking movie? I mean, this movie could have been cool. You could have made it like Guardians of the Galaxy, but you chose not to. And it's infuriating. And it's depressing. You know, Marvel changed the game and they fucking made some of the greatest films of all time. And then this is the effort that we get. Like, it's ridiculous. It's just so fucking depressing.
It has diversity.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I love that the female director they picked has done 3 movies before this.
Yeah, she won an Oscar for Nomadland, but like that's winning an Oscar for one type of movie and then doing a comic book movie.
But have you
you're
ever seen?
equipped
Did you
properly.
ever watch the commercials for Nomadland? Like, did you ever watch the kind of see what it
I
was
saw the
about?
movie. Yeah, I
Did you
saw the
watch-
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I watched it.
Yeah, so you know then, like, it's this emotional, high dramatic, like shot real good, very clean, you know, kind of like artsy movie that the Oscar people would fucking drink up. Like, that's what they would love. And then you go and want to do like a popcorn action movie, but you want to make it diverse and, well, I mean, you get hired for it, so hopefully the check clears. That's why you're doing the job. But yeah, I mean, nobody cares, man. Nobody
You know what kind of job she's never done though, Nick?
Oh God,
She's never directed a movie for Natalie Portman's movie studio.
You're 100% right, sir. I also love that we've never forgotten that. Just never ever forgotten that.
No.
Hey, gotta keep their feet to the fire. I wouldn't be surprised if that was still the case. What was it? You know, a year after we brought it up after the Oscars, I would be surprised if that still was the case. Because hey, Natalie Portman,
It's still the case.
I wouldn't be surprised because she's fucking, you know, lame as hell, almost as lame as the Eternals.
Yeah, but she's Harvard educated though, man. Come on.
I know. It means that she knows better than we do, boys. But you know, maybe actually put your money where your fucking mouth is. Unlike Marvel here.
Well, she won't.
No.
Now, do you think our friend Primer asked a question? Do we think the critic score could drop below 50%? Dion, do you think the critic score could drop below 50?
I do. I mean, it's been out for a week, or no, not a week. It'd be out for a couple days. I'd say I'd put a little bit of money on it being at 49 by Monday.
Kendo.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's got all the potential to get even further. Now, I would say that its floor is probably around 45%. I don't think it will get any further than that, but I think it can approach that line.
What about you, Nick?
I'm saying Monday 48%. That's my bet.
I'm gonna guess Monday 55%. I think it's going up.
Ooh, okay.
I think the score is gonna go up. I'm not gonna say it's natural, but every time Rotten Tomatoes and Rotten Tomatoes and Disney have a problem, it sometimes gets fixed magically.
Yep.
So,
They just
that's my
changed
guess.
the
Also
rules.
true.
Of course, they're going to change the rules. Now, they definitely changed the rules with Captain Marvel. That movie does not line up. We spent 2020 hearing about fucky Disney reporting and accounting, excuse me. So why can't I believe the fact that it's possible that, these pre-sale tickets and these other things just so happen to, they like to inflate certain things. Captain Marvel, wasn't the story that there were 25 seats at all these theaters across the country that just so happened to be open?
Yep.
I remember a lot of them. It was more than 25.
It wasn't the astronomical sellout that they were claiming it to be.
Mm-mm. Do you guys think this is going to break all the records of the box office?
Clearly not. If we're not hearing any opening night numbers tonight, I doubt that it's going to be breaking any numbers. Especially again, like the marketing was just so on the nose. I'm sure we'll get a bunch of the replays of number one movie in America.
Oh God.
But yeah, I'd be very surprised that they were like, yeah, this broke the record for an opening movie in the first week of November. You know, even shit like that, I don't think is gonna fly.
Yeah, I think it might set records for the wrong reasons. It might be like the lowest opening for a Marvel movie or something like that, or the lowest opening weekend. But it's not going to be anything like, oh, this is the biggest Marvel movie ever. It's making the most money. That's not happening.
Which is
Nick,
just so depressed. Like they could,
Okay,
you could have made that movie. You could have just made that. And again, I'm not saying that it's not that yet. You know, we'll probably go and see it. But I just hate hearing studios, instead of just doing that, you want to get all the accolades with minimal fucking effort. Like all the effort. Clearly, this movie costs a lot of money to get who you wanted to get into it, to afford the marketing, to get as much on the nose stuff as you possibly could for this film. But you didn't make it a cool movie. You just wanted to lay on its laurels without earning any of it, and that's a bad sign. I mean, this has fucking, you know, what A Wrinkle in Time written all over it. It really does. I don't know if it's going to lose that amount of money, but this has A Wrinkle in Time written all over it, man. You know, this push of these characters are diverse, and hey guys, listen, for Marvel, it's our first movie with a gay couple in it. And it's like, I still don't know anything about the goddamn story. Every single trailer looks the exact fucking same. And then you try to send some of the actors out, listen, you know, some people are going to be made uncomfortable, and that's okay. And then you've got this fucking Screen Rant making a wild accusation about, oh, well, they're critic bombing it. The movie just came out. How do you know that? And it's just, you could have avoided it if you just spent the time to make a cool Eternals movie. That solves all these problems.
But they didn't.
And even then, I've heard
say Eternals Assemble. That was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever saw in my life.
Well, I've heard you and Jeff talk about it, saying that like the Eternals are barely in any comic books, and then there are barely any information about them to begin with. So they had almost nothing to work with, and they're trying to make this thing, you know, with it, and trying to make it stick or something like that. Apparently they have barely any comic history at all, but they wanted to bring them together to make this diverse movie for, I don't know, virtual signal reasons, Twitter reasons. Can't be money.
I was just clicking away from the Eternals article, and I think I have found the dumbest article yet from CBR. Marvel's failed TV show may have debuted the strongest MCU suit. Could it still appear? They're talking about the new Warriors. Now, hold on.
Is it alive? Is it alive?
I was pretty sure that the new Warriors didn't even get adapted as a comic book. The thing never came out. So there was never any fucking talk that it was going to get adapted into a show. Who is this Nicholas Brooks? There was never going to be.
Oh my God. Okay, money says it goes to CW. Money says it goes to CW.
Oh, dude, it has to.
Oh my God.
This is so weird to me. That's just wrong information.
Like where did he even get that debuted the strongest MCU suit?
Also, well, the point I'm making is this is fake news. This was never meant to be any kind of TV show. It was never adapted into anything. The official press release from Marvel is about this new comic book, and it dropped on March 17th of 2020. So this is some bullshit trying to pull the wool over people's eyes. It was really successful. Maybe one day we'll get it. Look, stop with your wish fulfillment bullshit. This chick, that guy, and these assholes suck. They're never going to get adapted. The book didn't even fucking come out. Me, one guy. I've made more money than the new Warriors off my shit. Where's the new Warriors at? Fuck you, new Warriors.
Oh God, that's true. You sold more comics,
which, you know, and that's what's dangerous, right? Because that was the fucking concept art for it. So the fact that the next entry on that list shows actual art from the actual books, but they're putting that fucking concept shit out as if it came out is crazy. That is that's borderline unethical too, because you're bending something to fit a specific narrative that you're trying to fucking sell, and that's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
I'm not gonna lie, I was severely disappointed when that comic book didn't come out because I was wanting to read it just to see how fucking bad it was.
Oh yeah, same here. I wanted us to do like an on-air reading or something of it.
That was going to be my entertainment, was to see how bad it was and to laugh at about how horrible it was, and then to read it and on air for the channel or something.
Yeah.
That's the same in the same breath as the Eternals, right? That if you take something successful as far as an ensemble film, like Avengers, like Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men when it was good, and then you take it and you just copy the fucking cliff notes instead of copying the process to make another successful movie, you get the New Warriors, you get Eternals. Instead of, the fucking amount of effort that went into Guardians of the Galaxy that wasn't just surface level was crazy. And they know that. And instead of just doing that, well, we'll just get famous people, we'll pay a lot of money for effects, and then we'll just throw some bullshit together for a villain, and then that's just going to be the Eternals. Like what? It's just so frustrating. Like every time movies make a step forward, it's 3 steps fucking back, man. It's just so frustrating. And again, hopefully I'm wrong. I really truly hope that I'm wrong. I do want to be wrong. I want Eternals to be awesome. But we've seen this, and again, I'm not even the motherfucking talented motherfucker here. Jeff's an actual artist. Nick actually makes motherfucking movies. I'm just a motherfucker who just watches this shit. And it's a laundry list of films that follow this same formula, and they all fucking fail. Every single one of them. And it's just, this just is, it's just so frustrating as a movie fan, man. It really is. They spent more time getting Angelina Jolie than writing a good script. And it's just like, it's so disheartening.
Yeah,
you're wasting this talent, these dudes and these ladies, for a shitty movie that's going to be forgotten about.
So it looks like a lot of the information, we'll just talk about the Eternals one last time before we put this out of its misery. If it opens at 75 million, and we have to take this ridiculous pandemic into account, it means it's basically where Shang-Chi and slightly under Black Widow. So a lot of these projections, it's just people saying, well, these movies did this, so that's what we're doing. Now, if this was a normal year and it was suggested to open at 75 million, that would put it at it would put it slightly above Thor numbers, but right at Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is on the bottom end of the MCU. Now, funny enough, these other MCU films released recently are at the bottom in terms of box office. But I'd also say in terms of quality, we don't have to talk about the numbers. In terms of quality, I think these are the two of the weakest MCU films we've seen, and especially, I'll even go on record to this. This is the weakest film-to-film lineup we've ever had in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I've only seen 2 of the 3 films, and that's all I need to see, because I've never been disappointed to this degree time after time. It's like, I didn't really like this one as much as the other ones, but then the next one blew my mind. Like, it always worked like that. Not anymore.
Yeah, man. It's a definite changing of the guard moment for the Marvel franchise. I mean, and again, their backs were against the wall. We're like, we have to make these good movies. And now, RDJ is done. Chris Evans is supposedly done. Obviously, who knows what's going to happen with Chris Hemsworth, especially now that Taika Waititi's trying to rub his dick all over Thor to try to get Natalie Portman, who doesn't even want to do it, into the mainstream of Marvel films. So now they have all these other characters that they have to, they're just pumping out and not trying to make them good. And it's so apparent, especially the way that you did Black Widow. God damn it, the way they did Black Widow. You have Taskmaster instead of just oh my fucking God, that pretending we love women, but Taskmaster, you digitally put her fucking head on a guy's body.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is it? Like, you got paid to do that, and you thought that people were just going to eat it up because it's Marvel. God damn,
Well,
man. And
yeah, and like nobody would find out and post it that Monday that shit happened.
right.
You know? And even then, like there are female stunt actresses. I mean that's a thing. You could have gotten one. You could have gotten a kind of experienced one, not one that's a fresh newbie, but somebody that's experienced that you want to give a break to. I would have been like, look, we gave her a break in this Marvel movie. That would have been at least somewhat gratifying and be like, oh, okay, cool. You at least gave somebody a chance. But no, you're just like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna give this guy a green hood and put him in the Taskmaster costume, and it's just a dude. I'm just like, we can tell.
That's called
like we can tell that Olga Krikeshtov's small ass head isn't on this gigantic fucking body.
That was such a dumb moment.
God, that was so
Taskmaster was
that and also Black Widow smashing her head into the table because like pheromones were a thing. It's like wear nose plugs, woman. Just wear nose plugs. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Give it like 5 minutes.
Wouldn't have been a problem.
No, but smashing your head into the table was the way to do it. Sever the nerve.
That was a real thing. That was a real.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Dion.
I was drunk as shit when we got to that part because we were at the bistro over in that you, Jesse, Hill, and I went to, Jay, and both of us were like, we looked at each other like, what the fuck what is this? And obviously I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet, but and then you have the fucking and the motherfucker literally says Eternals Assemble. And they reference...
I don't think you like that part, Dion.
I can't get over it, man. I can't get over it.
It's not like he said it 47 times tonight.
Evil dies tonight,
right?
Evil dies. 40 years ago, Evil dies tonight.
I'm just saying 48 times. Like the motherfucker says it, and it's like, hey, but it's a different movie. We got all these member berries, but it's a different movie. It's like, my God, man. Like how can you think playing it this safe is the answer? And it's just fucking amazing to me, man.
Well, we'll find out on Sunday live together. But I brought up a picture of The Rock, not because I wanted to talk about wrestling yet, but because The Rock thinks he can make a Marvel DC crossover movie happen.
Come on, Dwayne. God damn it.
Good old Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Dude,
you're not kidding.
Even I'm trying to come up with a reason for this retarded shit he's saying. Come on, Rock. Look,
listen,
you couldn't beat Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. You're not
just because you fart money doesn't mean shit. And I'm sorry. You're not that powerful. You're not that guy.
So The Rock was where was he quoted at the other day? So Black Adam star Dwayne Johnson says he thinks,
I don't fucking know.
Where's he at? So this is his quote. He says, I think there's a crossover with Black Adam, Wonder Woman. What we were just talking about today was I turned to Ryan and Gal and I said, there should be a crossover, Marvel and DC. We can be the ones to possibly make it happen. So we'll see what happens down the road.
Oh my! So Black Adam
which is, and Wonder Woman are both DC, Dwayne.
So we're getting that's not.
Did he just see Injustice or something, and where he's like, oh fuck, Black Adam and Wonder Woman have a couple crossovers. Fuck, I just saw that on YouTube. We should have all of Marvel and DC do a crossover. Dwayne, you're not. This is that moment where everyone has that one friend that they think they've said something very profound, and the rest of the group says, "Yeah, dude, it's happened before, but what you saying is stupid. So I think you should get another drink, man. Just kind of calm down."
He should know his role and shut his mouth.
Exactly.
Joe Brown.
Oh, God.
Because that event happened in the 80s, or the late 80s, man.
Well, even then, Black Adam is not like a mainstream character. There's no way you're gonna make that character somehow bridge the gap between the MCU and the DC universe. Like that's not gonna happen. Like maybe Superman or Batman, but you're not those characters. So
well, plus, it's like I don't think he knows what a crossover is.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know what a crossover is.
Like, yeah, Black Adam and Wonder Woman are in the same universe. just because they're like they've met each other many times, dude. So what you're saying isn't like fuck, dude. Has anyone thought of Marvel and DC? Yes, they did it already 30 years ago, and it was okay. And we're not gonna have that in the movies, man. So just the only other place it happens now is in pornos. So fucking calm down.
I mean, that's a better form of entertainment. That's where we got the superior Captain Marvel film.
That's also
That's very
correct.
true.
Maybe they'll do a sequel, Black Ass Adam. That'd be great.
No, we got to get
BBC
it
Adam.
first. We got to get that first. My Black Ass Adam.
I'd watch it.
Who are
So,
you?
guys,
Black ass is Adam.
you're going to name your Black Ass Adam? Okay, it's official WCBS canon. In the year 3535, Dion names his Black Ass to Adam.
He's more machine now than man.
Shitty and evil. Hey, Dion, before we move on to our next subject, pick a number, please.
Give me 17.
You got it.
Does he look like a bitch?
Oh man, we haven't had that one for a while.
I love it.
I love it every time. It fits so good. Does he look like-
Wilson! The unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks says it was definitely sabotage on the set of Rust, just like Epstein killed himself. Wonder Woman didn't rape anyone, and Rob Zombie's Halloween was definitely good.
Ooh,
Damn.
pulling out all the stops.
It's called a dunk,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ryan Kuhn says, government-funded woke, your taxes at work. Oh, let's not talk about our tax money at work. I'm still mad that where I live, when you call for help, you just get put on hold. Just Joe 47 says, after the new round of roster cuts, how will WWE survive without Eva Marie and Nia Jax? Man, Karrion Kross's career nosedived just after 4 months.
Yeah. Well,
My hole.
Nia Jax will save him insurance money.
Yeah, I guess so. But how did she get fired? She's related to The Rock. I thought she was a protected wrestler.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
they use all their protection
we
up
all
for the
thought
Usos.
that.
Use all that
So-
shit up on the Usos, man.
Mhm.
They're fucking. That goddamn storyline needs to end. Head of the table and shit. Come on. So, of these releases, who surprised you the most?
Kevin Lee and Karen for sure, dude. That was insane.
I was gonna say
Kendo.
this. Well, fucking Nia Jax surprised me the most because, like we said, she's related to The Rock, so I thought she was untouchable. So that one actually surprised me the most. Keith Lee didn't really surprise me because they haven't done shit with him for a while. Eva Marie's not surprised. The more surprising thing was the fact that they actually brought her ass back for some reason. Most of the people that were just NXT people, not named Tommaso Ciampa, doesn't surprise me. And I was gonna say Nia Jax probably the only thing that surprised me. Karrion Kross doesn't surprise me because, like I had said to Dion, he was ruined from the day they called him down to the main roster and dressed him like a fucking gimp. So it's nothing surprises me about WWE anymore.
Hey, Dion, how do you feel about my new nickname, Jeff Bearcat Hicks?
I just hope to God it works out better for you than it did Keith Lee.
Right.
Remember that girl I used to know, Bearcat? The
Yep.
crazy one?
Yup.
Did I tell you she sent me a message not too long ago asking how I was?
No.
Yeah, she's like, hey, I work blah, blah, blah. And if we run into each other, we should hang out. I was like, sure. I'm not going to say what she does on the air, but-
So she randomly sent you a message because you're doing kind of good, and she's like, "Hey, wonder what he's up to."
dude, she's married with a kid. I would never.
Yeah,
I'm-
well,
I'm
you know,
not
she
single,
must
so I
be
would
very
never.
happy.
Talking about
I'm just saying.
Talking about her.
Yeah.
All right, Nelly, we're talking about us. You're welcome. Our friend Modalicious sent in a super chat that had said, Marvel 17th alphabet person ever. Well, that's going to put butts in seats, right?
Oh my god.
You
Shit.
tell him, Siobhan.
He's my hero. Now, We have another one from our friend Adam Alford. It says, Marvel and DC won't do a crossover ever since they started making billions and even more now that WB and Disney can't get everything right. Yeah, I only wanted to talk about this story to show how oblivious The Rock was to certain things. It's like, look, Rock, you are my favorite. I'm probably the last person to want to dunk on The Rock relentlessly, but this just wasn't smart. It just comes off as like, come on, dude. In school, I knew who owned Marvel and who owned DC. Back then, Marvel was its own thing, we thought, and DC was Warner Brothers. No, thanks, Rock. Thanks for making us look bad.
Yeah, way to go, asshole.
Now,
oh god,
looking bad. Let's look at a movie that was fucking trash. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh god, why? Why
what?
I have a theory because this movie came out at the end of 2019, right?
17.
Yep.
Or no, yeah, Rise of Skywalker. I was thinking of Last Jedi. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I'm suffering from some CTE because of those movies.
Oh, hey, I'm right there with you. I think this movie caused the beginning of the beer bug. That's my theory.
Oh shit.
I mean, it's possible. I felt pretty fucking sick after watching it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. After the movie came out, something happened. Okay. Took a few months to take hold, but it happened.
You're right. Possibly. So, the other day, news broke about Matt Smith. We all know Matt Smith from Doctor Who. He's the 11th Doctor. I had to think about that one for a second.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to be in Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. All these different leaks and edits and cuts and stuff told us about Matt Smith being in the film, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think we even had a bit on the show about that because there was the thing that Matt Smith's going to be in it, and we talked about it at length.
Well, it never happened. They never filmed anything. Matt Smith has gone on record for the story. You guys ready to hear it?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Matt Smith has shed some light on his Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker character, which was ultimately cut from the movie before the actor got to film any scenes. In an interview with Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, Smith said that his character was kicked out of the script and he wasn't needed for the movie. We were close to me being in it, but it never quite happened, Smith said. I think they were thinking for me eventually to become a part. The part became obsolete. He said they didn't need it, and so I was never going to be in Star Wars. I'm sad that he wasn't in Star Wars, but when he was asked by the interviewer if the rumors of Smith playing Palpatine's son are any true, Smith could not say, but with a smile promised that the role would have been big. I could not possibly say if it was Palpatine's son, but it was a pretty groovy thing, Smith said. It was a pretty groovy part in a concept, like a big story detail, like a transformative Star Wars story detail, but it never got quite over the line. Smith said he had some discussions with the filmmakers regarding what his character would wear, but it sounds like his character never got much further than that. The actor said he never even got to wear a costume. When Smith stated to conjecture if he would be able to show up in a later Star Wars project, the video stuttered and Smith's answer was lost. Well, maybe I can come back, Smith said. You never know. I mean, the interviewer joked that it was a horrible time for the audio to drop, and Smith blamed his poor internet connection. He never finished the answer and began talking about his role in the upcoming Game of Thrones spinoff.
Oh, okay.
You know what they should have done? And it would have made the movie immensely better. Not that it would have been hard to do. They're all fucking battling and everything like that. And all of a sudden the fucking TARDIS just shows up and he comes walking out of it with like one of his little traveling companions or something like that. And here they are in the middle of fucking Jakku. And it's just like, oh, crossover. Nice.
Oh my God.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, this movie just got better.
It got tolerable.
Yeah, it would be tolerable for 30 seconds, and then he would talk and he would say something, and then immediately be retroactively removed. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, whatever you said and did doesn't matter. All like in the next 30 seconds, because that's how that movie was. It's like something happened and then something countered it. Something happened, something countered it, like all the way through that movie.
I think it would just be funny.
There could have been a war between like the Daleks and fucking the Empire or the First World Order or whatever they called themselves. That'd been fun.
That would have been a way better movie for sure. And also the sports on the side of the ship was, oh God.
Yeah.
A little much. Hey, Ladies Man 727, thank you for backing Stealing Soul. I'm glad you got everything.
Yeah, the fact that scene was in the commercial, just every time I kept thinking sports and thought of Kendo. I'm just like, God damn this movie.
Goodbye, spores. You're falling off of a fucking Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer. It was like wasn't it announced that the people that were in that like Star Destroyer had been there forever? Like the star field of people were just like, oh, we're just waiting. A whole platoon of wait, no. It was like a fleet.
A whole fleet.
It was a fucking
Like
fleet.
living there with, yeah,
the whole fleet were generations of people that were just living there.
Yeah, and suspended animation probably or some dumb shit excuse.
Because that's really well thought out.
Yeah,
He said sarcastically, knowing that the entire movie wasn't well thought out.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
I don't know if I'm gonna go and take a deep dive video or make a deep dive video on Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker news. I don't care enough. But maybe
No, please don't. For your sanity, don't.
Yeah,
I was working on Wokebusters.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you made multiple Eternals videos, it just hurts me because you had to make them. Just like, this must hurt Jeff so much to do these.
I'm not the same anymore, Nick. I'm a changed man. I'm hurt. Different.
I hurt myself today just to see if I still feel.
I was frozen today.
I understood both of those references, and I love
Thank
them
you.
equally. But there you go, folks. There's a little more inside information on Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, the most disjointed piece of shit they could have made. It could have been worse somehow.
The most disjointed piece of shit since The Last Jedi.
Huh. What a great string of film.
It's very topical that, we're going back to this and while after talking about the Eternals, man. Like, it's just, Disney just right now doesn't have the fucking juice right now.
The circle is now complete.
Oh God, have you guys seen the trailer for what is it, the Book of Boba Fett or anything?
Yeah, I saw
did.
it. That was during Monday, the football game the other day.
I watched it too, and I was just like, man, I really don't care. I just really don't care anymore.
Care. It's fucked up that the Book of Boba Fett is the best thing they have going right now. Because I'm at least a little excited about the trailer. Didn't do a great job of getting me pumped, but it's better than Eternals. I'll tell you that right the fuck now, or any Marvel property. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, thank God we had Let There Be Carnage. That's really the only good comic book thing out right now. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy that the Book of Boba Fett is the best thing that fucking Disney has going right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
well,
insane.
I'll be watching it.
Yeah, we'll watch it too. It's already on my list of things to watch while I'm off for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Get caught up on my shitty Marvel properties, but it's just so fitting that while we're talking about the Eternals, motherfucking the sequel trilogy comes back up. It's just, talking about things that are gonna disappear out of the public light. Fucking Star Wars, man. It's just. I can't imagine being $1 billion film company and you can't even make good films. Like that's your one job is to make good films, to sell merchandise, and you can't fucking do it.
I'm shocked that, well, I'm shocked. We'll put it like that. Fucking Boba Fett. I didn't even give a shit though. It's hard to comment on the trailer even. It's too hard to even pull up an image for this show. It wasn't bad. It looked fine. I talked about it on the High Council. It does what The Mandalorian does. It presents the world of Star Wars to the audience, and I think it does that very well. But other than that, who gives a shit? Folks, it has sucked for me since 2015. Why am I supposed to still care?
Because Jeff, you're the target demographic for these things. That's why, man. That's why.
Yeah.
Apparently. That's what they say out of the corner of their mouths, right? Like, no, but this is for the fans, but we're gonna do all this half-hearted bullshit for casual fans. Oh, we're gonna have all these stupid ass characters that are clearly aimed for the kids. Oh, we're gonna bring in these really dumb shows that aren't even gonna last a season because it's gonna try to bring up the old characters, but it's clearly gonna be written with the mind of a child. But no, this is all for you guys, the OG fans. Yeah, thanks, Disney.
Yeah, bullshit. So on the screen in front of you is an older article, but it still checks out. A couple places were reporting that No Time to Die needs to gross $900 million to break even.
Oh,
God.
It's not even halfway there yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's more than halfway there. I was going to ask you guys though if you think it's going to make it there, because currently No Time to Die sits at $609 million.
Ooh, with this
Really? I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, it's more than I thought it would do.
Because when did it come out? October
8th,
17th?
I think.
8? Oh, dude, we're
Yeah, it was
almost a
almost a month
month
ago.
in. If it does, it's going to just barely make it. If it does.
Well, here's an interesting tidbit. No Time to Die overtakes Avengers Endgame as 6th highest grossing movie ever at UK box office.
Good for
What?
the UK box office.
Yeah, they're really moving those pegs around to make sure that
Endgame was only the 6th highest in the UK.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's according to this list from where am I at? From this list right here.
Wow, I did not know that it was that low on the. That's interesting. Huh. That is very interesting. Yeah, I mean, we're almost a month in, and it's just over halfway.
Well,
Listen,
competitions start to pop up. We have
Yeah.
the Eternals. God, the Eternals might hurt James Bond. Yeah, I said that.
Okay, all right, calm down.
Well, it deserves to hurt something else other than our eyes and sensibilities.
God, dude, and that new Bond movie was so fucking boring. Oh my god.
You didn't want him to
There
get
were cool parts,
when he got
but
the nanobots.
the way that Hillary put it, I think was perfect. Was the more you think about it, the more it pisses you off.
Yeah, I haven't even
And I
watched
just
it.
don't see that movie making almost $1 billion over the next few weeks. Like I said, with it being halfway a month, almost a month, I think if it does make it, it's just barely hitting 900 million.
No, it won't. It'll get to like 7 or 8 and then just die.
That'd be such a weird thing if this movie all of a sudden becomes like a $4 billion grosser. Like, did you know that No Time to Die is the highest grossing movie ever? How?
Yeah.
Well, Jeff Bezos personally funded the box office.
Yeah,
God.
It ends up extending its run for an extra 100 and something weeks just to fucking do it.
Oh
Guys,
God.
that's why Jeff Bezos does not donate his money, because he's got to artificially inflate the box office for a James Bond movie because he just bought MGM and he needs to look good on the
God.
stock
Oh,
market.
Well,
God.
I mean, he's slowly morphing into a Bond villain, so what better way to do it than pump
Slowly?
more?
Yeah, slowly. I mean, his rocket is shaped. Yeah, his rocket is shaped like a dick. I mean, what more evil? How much more evil can you get?
Well, he doesn't have the word doctor in front of his name, so he can't get that evil.
He can buy that. Give him time.
Can I buy a doctor?
Davenport University. LeBry or LeFry, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh
Is
God.
Everest still a thing?
University of American Samoa.
Oh God.
Wait,
was it?
now you can buy a
what was the one?
doctorate degree?
The South New Hampshire University or some shit like that. That was the one that kept popping up. It's a weird one.
That's actually an
not
accredited
actually not
university.
for-profit, surprisingly.
Oh really?
That's actually an accredited state university.
Because
Yeah,
like
that one
it
was-
kept popping up with the other commercials. I was just like, this cannot be serious.
Right?
And
That's why
Yeah.
it's so iffy, because it feels like a for-profit university.
Yeah.
It screams Sanford Brown at you, but it's definitely not.
okay.
Batman 89 was in theaters before high school ended and was still in theaters when school started back up with filled seats, says Super Mastermind. That would have been a fun summer.
Well, that's in '89. That's when a theater ticket and popcorn was like $5, maybe $8.
Yeah, and they weren't trying to crank the movies through their run in 3 months to sell you the DVDs to move on to their next project either.
Yeah, and also the trailers didn't last 30 minutes. It was like 5 at the most.
Correct.
Dude, 1989 had some awesome movies there. You had
Yes,
Batman,
it did.
Last Crusade, Lethal Weapon 2, Ghostbusters 2, Dead Poets Society, Field of Dreams, Turner and Hooch, See No Evil, Hear No Evil,
Hooch.
The Abyss, Karate Kid, Dirty Uncle, Uncle Buck, License to Kill, Pet Cemetery, Weekend at Bernie's, Roadhouse.
Oh my God, Weekend at Bernie's.
All right,
we should have got a Weekend at Bernie's 3. We should have got a Weekend at Bernie's 3. I'm just saying.
we do. It's called The Walking Dead.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And I got a question for you, Nick. 1989 had 2 slasher films go up against each other. In your opinion, which is better? Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, or Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child?
Ooh, shit. Dream Child was kind of boring. I remember that one. It's about like the girl who's pregnant and like her kid has dreams, therefore she gets zapped into dreams with Freddy, even though she's like fully awake and shit. It's not that. It's Dream Warrior before that was a lot of fun. I got to give it up to 8, even though 8 is just like meh. It's even though it's like Jason in Canada, kind of. It's basically Jason him on a boat for most of the movie. But I'll give it that. I got to give it to Jason though. I got to give it to part 8.
God damn. They had part 8 out in 1989, and that film series started in 1980.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
One a year, man. One a year. They were not playing around. That was
were
money
like,
to be
we're
made.
just gonna fucking beat this fucking pinata till the candy runs out.
Well,
give us your fucking money, bitch.
Yeah. The teenagers are still showing up. Just keep fucking flogging this thing.
Well, I mean, most of the time, teenagers that are in those movies are, finger popping each other in the top row.
That's true. That's true. And to give you an idea, the remake came out in 2009.
God damn.
Yep, saw that in college. God, that makes me feel old.
Yeah, the remake came out in 2009, and there hasn't been one since.
I like the remake. I just watched it the other night.
I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was a nice little retell. And my boy Jared Padalecki didn't do too bad.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. Like there were a couple things that there were like 2 or 3 things that I just didn't like. Like the fact that it was this whole retelling. They could have just made it like another movie and not had to do like the whole like, oh, we're gonna restart the series. Like, there was no need for that. Just add to it like everybody else has.
Well, then he randomly is keeping the sister alive, and they never explain that.
And also, he has some sort of like underground like facility with like lighting and shit. Like when did he become a contractor? He has fucking booby traps. Like what happened? Where did this thing happen?
Well, at least he wasn't running around screaming "Evil dies tonight."
That's true, but I mean, once again, like to make a Friday the 13th movie is not fucking. It's not rocket surgery. Like it's not fucking complicated. Like shitty kids, alcohol, drugs, tits and sex, gore, killing, campground. Like that's all you fucking need. You do not need more than that. If you go beyond that, you're overthinking it, and you need to just not be involved in the project.
I don't know what to say to that one. Sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah. Like, I mean, and I'm that's I'm kind of glad that it's in litigation now, and they're still going through the lawyer bullshit because there won't be one for a while, and hopefully it'll bring back some love for the series. I do feel bad for the game though, because the game had potential to be really a lot of fun and good, and they can't do anything with it because of what's going on. So
yeah, fuck the people who own the movie rights for that, because that's bullshit. That really pisses me off. That is
and those guys are old as shit. Like what? Like when they get out, they're gonna have it for what? Maybe 5 years, and then kick the bucket. Then what?
Yeah.
They're gonna give it to their family and their estate.
Yeah. And because those are going to run out too, because they haven't made a movie in over a decade.
Yeah, exactly. So whoever owns the rights is going to it'll shift or something. I mean, I don't know how that works since they're once again in litigation and stuff like that. I have no idea how that works, but I mean, are the rights whoever holds it are they just like on pause then until they get out, or is the timer still running out, or what's the deal with that?
That appears to be what the case is. Last time I looked into it, I guess that's exactly how it happens until they figure out what's going on in terms of the rights to the character. Everything goes on hold, which I didn't even like, which is weird because you would have thought that they had that figured out before they released the game. But yeah, I guess that's apparently exactly how it works. Is while until this gets figured out, they can't do shit with games, additional merchandise, none of that.
Yeah. Well, I think when they proposed the game to those guys, they said yes, and they developed the game. They did a Kickstarter for it, and they brought it out. And then once it came out, there was a controversy. Then, like, they started having their fucking lovers spat or some shit, and then they called their lawyers, and then they've been like this for a while now.
So crazy, man! And they were gonna come out with Jason X skin for the game.
Yeah, dude. Those would be the Jason X skin, the 8-bit NES version. They're gonna have more levels and more things you could do, more kills, more stuff. Like it was gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have a different map. I guess one map was gonna be like a Manhattan-esque thing for 8. It was gonna be nuts. And then I think they were gonna do the psychic chick was gonna be a character besides Tommy,
Yeah.
was-
Oh yeah. Because somebody was in it. Yeah, they were gonna have her like psychic powers and stuff. Like it was gonna be a whole thing. They had so many expansions, so many things, like so much fun shit laid out for it that they can't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
You know.
dude.
So
Fucking depressing.
yeah, but I mean, I like once again, I'm kind of happy that franchise is kind of like not really dead, but it's more remembered. There aren't gonna be like awkward remakes and redos and that bullshit. I'm happy about
That's
that
true.
happening. And I am very happy that I got the crazy ass box set. Like I'm really happy with that.
That's true.
It's a nice
That
looking
box set,
too.
like that box set is entirely worth the $160 I paid for it. I love it. The fact that part 3D is an actual 3D, and you can, if you have a 3D TV, you can watch it, makes it fucking worth it.
Now, one of our listeners has not really a question, but a statement I think that we're going to be interested by. So Breadman Productions says, since no movies nowadays interest me, I'm going back and watching past ones I've missed. I recently saw Demolition Man. Thumbs up. Next up, the Blade trilogy.
Dude, Demolition
Ooh.
Man. Oh my god, the 3 seashells.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
tell me
this
when
guy
I
doesn't know how to use the Shiso. I was just talking about this online with somebody. Holy shit.
Dude, I love like Demolition Man was I wore out that tape at the rental place, man. I would rent it like every other week. My mom was like, Demolition Man again? I'm like, yes. Need to watch this
Yeah,
shit
man.
again.
I fucking love that movie. I remember
so
when, because it was the 30th anniversary was in like what, 2017 or something like that. And I fucking, and that was it'd been the longest time because it was like AMC was doing it. And that was the longest time I watched anything on AMC. And it was because they were showing, it was the anniversary of Demolition Man. They had the fucking story notes and shit throughout the movie. Oh my God, fucking Simon Says Die. Fucking
Simon
Dennis
Says
Leary doing Dennis Leary.
Dude, that was such a good movie. I wish that it spawned at least a couple of like sequels.
I know.
Because you
Yeah.
could have brought in like Schwarzenegger, you could have brought in like Van Damme and other people as well, and like done a few of them.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
God, man. Simon Phoenix.
Dion, did you know there's a whole toy line of that movie?
What?
I did. I saw, because is it NECA that does them?
No, it's back in the day. Like there was a toy line.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Oh, you mean? Oh, okay, all right. I kind of know what you mean. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that at all, man. That's nuts.
Yeah, I'll
Might
show
have
them
to
to you
go-
real quick.
I might have to go find them on eBay now and buy them all.
They have some of the worst box art ever.
Oh,
And
God.
the figures, one of the figures kind of looks like Stallone, and Wesley Snipes looks more like Dennis Rodman. But you guys
God.
can decide what you think of the Demolition Man action figures.
Oh wow, I did not. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Oh God, Stallone doesn't have a neck at all, so that's accurate.
Why does he have a yellow shirt on in one?
Wait, what?
I don't
okay,
know.
what did I just sit down and see?
Why does Simon Phoenix look like he's supposed to be the alternate Bruce Willis in Fifth Element?
Because he is.
What? That's so. Yeah, I can see why these didn't last very long. Holy shit.
Wow.
You're not
These are
excited to
basic as-
pick up this one right here?
Those are
This
basic as
version of
hell.
Stallone?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh, Demolition Man. I know what that is.
Oh God. Yeah, I'll still buy them. I'll still buy them just to have them.
I'm glad we've come a long way in our toy development. Mattel, not your best toy line.
Jeez.
Nope.
Cesaro Japan, thank you very much for your generous super chat. Won a tidy reward in Vegas, so
Klaatu Barada Nikto. Remember those words.
I got it. No, I didn't say every single syllable.
Klaatu Barada necktie.
Klaatu Barada.
Adam Walford.
Well, that
says,
movie's
"And-
going to have to get canceled soon because there's that part
Why?
where he's saying it. And well, because he goes, I know it was an N word. You can't have that now. Not in today's society.
It's still funny. People still laugh at that.
If Bruce
it
Campbell
is still
gets canned,
funny.
if Bruce Campbell gets canceled, I'm moving to the fucking woods. Okay, I'm just like I can't do this anymore. I'm
Yeah,
done.
don't move to the woods in
Nick's
northern
going to become
Michigan.
the new Unabomber. He's already got the beard.
There you go. I'll move to the woods in northern Michigan so I can be closer to Dion.
Hey, I'll take that.
He
We
can-
just can't go up in the UP, obviously, because there's a fucking demon out there in those woods. You know what I'm saying? We might want to Cool it a little bit. We'll just stay in lower Michigan.
Okay,
Below the
fine.
bridge.
That's fine.
Now, Adam Walford, thank you very much. He says, as of now, Dune has made $291 million and Eternals barely made $7.6 million. And it's sad it might make 12 after the 5th. But some cineplexes have canceled screenings for Dune because ticket sales aren't high enough.
That sucks. I'm definitely going to see it.
I'll see it eventually, man. I just haven't had the time. I'll try to see tomorrow. But yeah, I want that IMAX experience, man. That's why I want to go watch it like that.
I just want to watch it in my living room.
Yeah,
I can't do that shit anymore. Not for Dune, man. Not for Dune.
yeah. I love my man did Blade Runner 2049. I'm going to fucking theaters to see that.
I did not support Blade Runner 2049, so I probably won't support this one in theaters. It's a hard sell. Dune is not for me. I'll watch the movie, but I'm not going to spend $40 to take Jesse and myself to the theater when we have HBO Max and a popcorn maker. This is just one. No convincing is going to get me to go see it in IMAX. It's not going to change my experience. Seeing it on a big screen isn't going to change the story. I'm lucky to have a nice TV and a sound bar, so it'll at least sound good. But like, I don't care. It's not for me. This isn't. Dune's not Star Wars or some Star Trek movies or other sci-fi that I'm into. I mean, fuck, I talked about the Inkle earlier. So clearly I'm into sci-fi, just not all sci-fi. If you're into Dune, awesome. I hope it makes $1 billion. You get 10 movies and everything you want happens. Me, I'm going to watch it at home and I'll tell you what I think next time.
That's kind of depressing.
I agree with him. You know, you can.
Yeah, but I mean, even I'm not a Dune fan, but I mean, like, just like the trailer got me hyped, and like the scope of it looks pretty big, and I'm like, I need to watch it. I need to watch it on a theater, man.
You don't have to deal with dickheads on their cell phones. All sorts of great stuff.
Give me the theater experience, baby.
Oh, I'll take the theater experience for most movies, just not this one.
Right.
I'm trying to think what I want to see in theaters this year. I kind of wanted to see that Edgar Wright movie because it's Edgar Wright. What's
the French or no, that's the
Last Night in Soho.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that one. That one looks kind of goofy.
Yeah, it looks. It does look a little goofy for sure.
Did you like Baby Driver?
I love Baby Driver.
I've loved most of his movies. Actually, all of them. I think. Yeah, all of them.
I just didn't like At World's End.
That was a huge letdown. Holy shit, I was so sad after watching that one. God damn. It didn't suck.
Yeah.
World's End was huge letdown.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was okay, but it definitely did not live up to the previous two.
Mm-mm. The first two are iconic and classics, instant classics.
Yep.
That's why I bought that shirt.
Yeah, I love it. Silent Bob 78, thank you very much. The only bad thing about the New Warriors being canceled is that Cable Smith is writing new issues of Blade.
Oh, God.
That is an awful trade-off.
Yeah.
Well, here's an even worse trade-off for Dion. SH Rebels 08 says, I'll take a horse and a Buffalo Jeff. I'm sorry,
Yeesh.
Dion. You found my secret button. Lucky you. Lucky me.
Sorry, buddy.
God, why is it so many pauses in there?
So you know how little life you have
Don't
left.
see
You
it.
can enjoy it. You can enjoy me, Dion. This is the end.
Don't do it while you're showing ScarJo, you sick son of a bitch. Oh, I need a drink after that. I'll be back.
That actually makes it funnier.
I'm gonna go pull a At World's End and go fucking cut myself.
Oh, God.
Well, we'll wait for you to get back. SH Rebels 08. While we're waiting, MJ1 Media says, I want Demolition Man and Tango and Cash released with cut footage. Both films have scenes that were cut by the same guy. By the way, I have a DM prequel idea.
Okay, first of all, we got to be best friends because I love those two movies. Tango and Cash is just completely under fucking rated, and I goddamn love that movie. Even though apparently even the production was like just hell for it, and they had to change the script so many times, it's still one of my favorite movies.
Sorry, I was just reading people talk about Daniel Kibblesmith in the chat. I'm glad he's not more popular. But do you think Blade's going to actually be a big hit when it comes out in a couple of years, or do you think people are going to be over the MCU?
Well, I think that might be over it because I mean we're not getting a rated R Blade, or even I mean we're gonna get a PG-13 Blade. It's gonna be very subdued. So I mean they're probably gonna sell it and be like, oh, even though this is PG-13, it's gonna be way better. It's way better. And I don't know. I really don't want to. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I mean I want to say they're gonna go the woke route and still kind of like do the make Blade kind of woke, but who knows? They may get past that. They may not. I like Wesley Snipes will always be Blade to me, so I can't really support a new one if they put it out.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm gonna pick up the fucking Blu-ray. No, sorry, the 4K disc of Blade just because it's awesome. But I love that. That's just one of those actors like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man to me. Wesley Snipes
exactly.
Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Nobody else.
Exactly. Yeah,
Dion, you back yet?
No, I'm getting some cinnamon bread.
Well, you get some cinnamon bread. We got a listener who we haven't heard from in a while. Our buddy Tim Riggs is back. He says,
"What?
Yeah, has been a tough year and rough finding time to watch any live streams. Glad you guys still keeping it real. Thanks, Tim. We were wondering about you, man, at Horror Hound. Hopefully everything calms down so you could come to the one next March or September, depending on your schedule.
Are we doing the one in March, Jeff? Are we doing that? Is that what's happening?
I thought we were. I'll have to get the exact dates. It's weird having to like plan your life out 9 months in advance or 6 months in advance or how many months in advance. It's like, can't I just worry about it soon? Not now. Well. Also, Darian217, thank you very much for your generous super chat. Darian says, work sucks at the office this week. Still feel better than that stormtrooper that took the express route down the stairs. Can I get a double shot of stairs to laugh at? Of course you can get a double shot of stairs. All you have to do is ask, and you shall receive.
Oh shit! I think it doesn't. The step he trips on is like step high or something, like step forward or some shit like that.
Dion, are you ready to see it again?
I am.
Oh god!
He falls so hard.
He does, man. Oh, that must. Yeah, because
that
like
shit
it's just hard plastic and concrete, just hitting his body bouncing up the damn stairs.
I just love how all like the whole suit is coming apart too.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like
Yeah, screws and bolts and shit just going everywhere.
Hey, Dion, since you walked away.
So like, did the horses become women? Like, what the fuck?
Maybe?
I don't know,
Horses?
the video it's from is honestly just his makeup test. So it's somebody who bought space and took a weekend and filmed some shit, and this is their makeup test. It's kind of weird.
I was worried it was like a porn or something. I was like, I don't want to have to look this up.
So you're not into it, Dion?
I'm scared to answer either way.
All right, fine.
All right, fine.
Oh my god, there's more of it. Holy shit.
Oh, dude, it goes
Dude,
on.
why?
It goes on for like 3 or 4 minutes. Because one
Who
night when
else
I
is
was
watching
still,
it? Oh, wait, that's my tab in the background.
Yeah,
Sorry.
about to say you had it on for a second, there, buddy.
yeah, no, when I was still working at the previous job and I was on an overnight, it was like right after Jeff debuted that button for the first time. And I actually looked it up, and like it's like a 4-minute long video or something crazy like that. And I'm like sitting there at 3 o'clock in the morning watching this, and be like, okay, this is slightly unsettling.
Slightly. I had a fucking nightmare. Like the second week he was on the show, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, shut your mouth, you thong wearing fatty.
Don't be making fun of my trauma, all right?
Sure.
No, bitch!
God damn it.
I love that. So, guys, I feel like we've covered a lot of great topics and put on a pretty damn good show. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we put this baby to bed?
Free yayo.
I'm excited because now as an adult, I can get my own last name on the back of a Blues jersey and not look like a total douchebag for doing it because they debuted a guy tonight playing in goal with my last name. So I'm like, hey, now I don't look like one of those weirdos.
God.
That's awesome. That is actually really awesome.
Yeah, I looked him up right now. Cool.
Yeah.
You should just say it's your cousin.
Yeah. It's my cousin that's like 15 years younger than me, and I think from another country. So, or no, he's Canadian. So yeah, that'll work.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm glad I can go to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch and read all about this.
Well, yeah, just don't keep scrolling.
It's a great
because
website.
then they're
Great
gonna
website.
want to make you like sign up for a subscription to read it online. So just hurry up and click off.
It didn't even let me read the article before the ad came up.
Yeah, see, that's usually the way the Post-Dispatch works.
Same with USA Today. It's like, hey, you can't read this article. You want ads, or do you want no ads?
Yeah.
No,
To access this article, just pay $5 a week. No.
If you want to access this one article, pay 99 cents. Like, no, go fuck yourself.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for it, but when you nickel and dime me on the internet, like just stop. Just stop.
Yeah. $5 for a hand job, $10 for a blow job, $20 for a ZJ. I don't know what it is because I can't afford it.
I got a 20 you can borrow, Kendo.
That covers the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, ZJ is $20 per 2 minutes. It's an extra $5 a minute after that.
Oh god,
it's like a fucking.
What are you doing? Calling Miss Cleo in like 98? What are you doing?
Call me now. The cards don't lie unless it's not accepted by the AMX.
Oh my god! By the way, like I'm so happy you and Hillary use those costumes. You guys look great in them. Really, you do.
No,
yeah, they do.
Well, the idea, the reason I bought you two of them is like, oh, I want you to mix and match them together. But fuck it, whatever. They look great.
Oh yeah, man. There's no way we were gonna let those go to waste. Them shits was getting used. I was gonna wear it to the Michigan State game, but I fucking stayed up drinking the night before, so I had to rush out the door, so I didn't put them on. But
why is that not a surprise?
Well, you know me too well, so just cool it over there.
It's not like you're your best friend or anything.
I know, right?
Nick, is there anything you'd like to say before we put this baby to bed?
Make sure you guys get your world-class bullshitters beer glass at shop.wcbs288.com along with hoodies and beanies that we have over there. Yeah,
we have merchandise in the link below. So click that, folks, and grab yourselves a shirt. Let's put this out. Our friend Tim Riggs sent in another super chat. Thank you, Tim. He says, Eternals is damn hilarious. Hell yeah, Ghostbusters. And Alec Baldwin can't be trusted with an answering machine, let alone a gun. Good night, y'all. I agree with that sentiment so much that I think that's how we'll close out the show. So, folks, from all of us here at World Class Bullshitters, thank you for watching. Be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
.com.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.
Hold on, we had another super chat rolling.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was sorry.
That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, man, I was like, what happened?
Sends in a super chat sticker of a thumbs up. Thank you very much, Andy McCallum.
Okay.
And
Jeez.
We also have to read Greg Kirby's. He says, I refuse to believe Bond made $99 million the first weekend. It does not add up when other weekends have not even made $10 million a weekend afterwards. Now, didn't Bond open domestically to only $56 million, right, guys?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
That was just under 60, yeah.
That was surprisingly low, though. That was their original estimate was $101 million, and it dropped to almost half. I'm pretty sure it was the original estimate. But No Time to Die, I'm just surprised it is where it is. really haven't thought much about it. And so I assume that's where, or how most people are. It's like, well, I either saw the movie or had no intention of it. And now the news cycle is something else. So I'm not really thinking about James Bond anymore. I'm surprised it's making records in the UK. It's beaten out Avengers Endgame, which I guess we have to keep everything to scale here, because Avengers Endgame is globally the biggest film ever. Doesn't mean it's going to be the biggest in every country. Is it the biggest in America? Yes, but not the UK. So let's just keep those things in perspective. But yeah, Greg, Kirby, and Andy, don't worry. I didn't mean to forget you. But guys, do you think we said Bond isn't going to cross the $900 million mark? Where do you think it ends, Dion?
I'd say about the same as Batman Superman, somewhere in the 800s.
Nick?
750.
Kendo?
$100 billion.
Probably is what it'll make. I'll guess that James Bond barely misses its mark. I'll say it makes like 880 or some ridiculous amount. And then we'll learn that it really didn't need to make $900 million to break even. And it now made a tidy profit of $5. So that's all that matters.
Hell yeah.
God. Oh, God.
Yeah. So
well,
now,
I mean, we'll see what happens with the next one whenever they figure out that bullshit.
Well, it's going to be a long time. They're going to announce a James Bond next year, and it'll probably take 20 years to make the next film, and that's okay.
Oh, God.
So, folks, this time,
2022, boys.
There you go. So, folks, we're going to go this time. Again, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.
Doctor.
You're never gonna regret this, Ray.
My parents left me that house.